have been funny. Alright, so we have Godsend versus, I might go to push to talk for a little bit here, cause I think
I
we're
think
all
that's a
kind of
good
in this
idea.
one. Yeah, when I was with my
Yeah.
team, I wasn't needing push to talk, but this did me on this.
So I didn't realize something
Yeah.
for the purpose of
Alright,
skirmish.
now I'm on
Oh, I guess maybe it
push to
doesn't matter.
talk. So
Whether or
hopefully
not you
y'all
have
can
soul.
hear
move to
me.
another
Yeah.
town.
It's Godsend versus Hubert Dradden, I think it is.
Okay.
We got, I think Hubert was
I
Where do I
meant
need to
not
go?
so
the
you two
ice.
can be
This is
alone
Hubert.
and
Oh, okay.
speak to each other.
This is
And you
Godsend
guys
over
can
here.
commentate. Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without backseating you. But I don't know, they are the streamers, so.
Yeah, I want to introduce things, be like, this is what we got, this is what we're looking at while you guys are still thinking through your turns. So what do we have here? We have a bunch of
You're going
ice
first,
things.
correct?
Yeah, Hubert has the action points.
Okay.
Oh, and he went down to a separate thing so that he's just isolated. He's not in the voice channel with us, so that they can take their turn without getting distracted, which is, I think, a fair way to do it. We've definitely done that in the past. I don't know. I've gone back and forth on that.
Do I need to move?
Into
No,
the
I think while you're
other
not,
VC.
it's
Hubert,
cool.
it's your turn.
Okay. In that case.
I think Hubert may have
Hmm.
accidentally gotten this one benefit from the barbarian thing. We did talk about it, and it sounded like it may have just been built when he started the skirmish mod. There's been some changes to buildings and things like that, so I could totally see that being something we've all missed. I don't usually play barbarian anyways, although I have been
It
enjoying
will
it a
take a
lot.
while. Give me a second.
I don't want you to feel too rushed. It's like it's tough
Yeah.
because like obviously you got people watching and all that stuff. But at the same time, I hate making mistakes because I feel like there's that pressure
I think
myself.
if Gene is willing to use the timer, then just letting people know 5 minutes is up. But if you're taking actions, I don't think that really even a timer is necessary, right?
Yeah,
You're moving units on the board. I don't care if it takes you a little bit longer to move them as long as you're moving them.
yeah. No, this is
I think
the
this is
strong
perfect
pace that you're
pacing,
moving
honestly.
at.
Yeah, this is really good. I'm actually okay, wait a second. I think genuinely we should move to another voice channel so that we can actually talk
that's
about
what
the
I
game.
said.
Yeah. Are you guys in for that?
Yeah.
We're gonna abandon the
Yeah.
players, abandon our boys. But
Yeah.
good luck, everybody. I think you guys are gonna have a really interesting fight. We just don't wanna
Okay.
not be able to talk about it.
Yeah, I think you guys can chat to each other too. If that
Yeah,
that's totally
absolutely.
because there's no backseating there. I think.
No, you guys are not allowed to talk to each other at all. You have to play in total silence. Oh god.
Boo.
All right.
Am I
Let me
in?
see. Let me make sure.
I am.
Yeah, I've got Discord off. All right, cool. Or rather, back on. This is a really interesting fight, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
We're gonna have to
It's close.
see what's going on with the War God's aggression. I think that it might be a bug. It might be that Hubert just built it accidentally and refused to unbuild it. But I don't
Yeah,
think it matters. I think this is going to be a really interesting fight, regardless.
I
For
agree.
what the?
Yeah.
I'm surprised the points are so close with this many wargs. Like, okay.
No,
Were they both
the
trying silly things?
wargs are very, very interesting units individually. I think the biggest issue here I just see is 4 of them, because they're really, these are the best light cavalry in the game, I think, honestly. Wargs are disgusting at killing stuff, especially if you give them killing momentum. They're not meant as breakthrough units, but they do really well, chasing down slower white witches and stuff.
The most
But you
interesting
don't need
choice
4.
was this Sunderer that he put with the Druid leader. that, I was like, put work
Yeah.
there. That's a work. That's a
Yeah,
workspace.
Warg is I think I agree. If there's this many of them, you do need to be really careful about it. And at least these do have 100 base HP, so like the fact that they're only 2 unit models means this is going to be really dangerous if you can get a good engagement.
Oh yeah. You're right. 2 unit models. I hadn't even gotten there yet.
Wargs are great at damage output. They are extremely fragile, and so you should not
Yeah.
rely on them as front line. But he does have three warriors here, and then with double wild speakers and the extra summons, that of course also presents extra HP. And these are meddled, right? 80 HP on Caustic Worm is pretty nice.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting to see how this actually shakes out, because I could see either player winning just at this point.
I
These Phantasm
mean,
Warriors are crazy
Godsend
though.
also has tools to defend himself. I think he should have casted Flash Freeze on the wards actually.
You would have gone
Oh,
all wargs, because I think that that's also an option, right? Like for the things that are multi models, like yes, you get a lot of value out of -5 status resistance on the enemy ruler, but you don't get any value out of the damage. Whereas like there's effectively 0 healing here on Hubert's side, right? He doesn't
Yep.
have a war shaman, so any damage on those wargs would be really good at saving himself.
I feel like I
Yeah, I
should
don't
know
see
this.
that much more healing in Godsend's side. I think he has only one Soother, so that's something
No, he's
people
got.
usually
Oh yeah, you're
mistake
right.
when
Yeah, he's
they are
got one and he's got a
playing
summoner.
Skirmish.
Well, having one healer versus 0 means you're still up 100% in the healing capacity, right?
If you do
Like
the
Yeah,
that's a
true.
divide by
maybe,
0
yeah.
error.
I also think if you go too heavy on the supports, there's a risk that you don't actually have the damage from the support that you're providing.
I think I generally recommend 2. I feel like either double cultural or like 1 and then like a summer fairy or something like that is it usually feels pretty good.
Yep.
One interesting
What do you
place for the
think?
ruler.
What do you think it should be Godsend's approach?
I think here, given how unbelievably fast Hubert's army is, Hubert is going to be able to make the engagement wherever he wants to, sort of whenever he wants to. I think I think I think Godsend's plan probably needs to just be to deal some damage so that as the attacker he doesn't immediately leave the field, and other than that just hope that Hubert finds an attack that he feels confident to commit to.
Yeah.
Because Godsend also doesn't really have a lot of big AoE battle mages to force Hubert to come in. Um, so yeah, I think the engagement plan really is just sort of endure.
So
But he's got 3 Phantasm Warriors at champion rank, so he might be able to endure into outer space. Oh my god.
I have to say, if I was in Godsend's shoes, I'd be very happy about this general placement of units, because what I was thinking is you need to bait him into an engagement that's not going to be worth it, and the best side for that is left. It's away from the tier 4 and this hero, and the ruler is actually pretty far back. It's not on the left
Well,
side of the field at all. It's just kind of like now a cluster of what looks like 3 units, will probably be like 4 or 5, but that's juicy group of units that are relatively far.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Vex Verglas, the ruler here for Godsend, actually went ahead and it looks like chose the Staff of Freezing, and so does have Freezing Blast. My only real issue with these things is that like A, they don't scale particularly well in terms of their damage, and then B, they are really short range. But like if we can see the ruler freeze someone here, that would be pretty nice. I just generally like Frost Evocation for that because it's so many units.
yeah,
Very true.
you have to get in though, so it's kind of risky.
Something about Frost Evocation doesn't sit right
Mm.
with me. Every time I take it, I feel like I can't position it properly, and then when people do take it against me, they get the good positioning, and it's just like it almost feels too good, but also terrible at times. And I don't like that much variability. I don't know.
Yeah.
In certain ways, it kind of reminds me of Infectious Insanity, and that just kind of like wild swings, but in a way that I find more upsetting. But that's probably just because I can't use it as well.
Yeah, I think Frost Evocation is a good thing to have in the game in the way that it works right now, simply because battle mages, especially battle mage heroes, are just so bad. I want to give them something to be excited about, and it is exciting. But yeah, it's definitely like if you're not good at positioning for it, then it is a lot worse.
Okay, this is looking good actually. I kind of don't hate this positioning that he's clustered everything into. If you don't have the tools to AoE this is a problem. They all engaged out at the same time next turn. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What do you guys think about that Totem of the Wild?
I've never seen it used efficiently. This might be it though. This seems like it may be a good place for it. It blocks off things. It just summons in garbage to be chewed through. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what I guess we're gonna probably see next turn is a lot of phasing, like rather freezing phase, and I would assume followed up with freezing bursts if they can find good positions where they can get the ranged attack off after AoEs. And actually, I think there are some clusters in the backline.
Did he overchannel? Oh, he did.
Yeah, it's time to see what spells are accessible here, because this is the turn to just go all in on a group on a side.
So he has Warding Tome, Cold Dark, Cryomancy. What else does he have?
I saw this astral connection. I was thinking, where the heck is that all from? Hello. All right.
So,
Okay, he
when say
went
the
in.
astral connection, that's the ability that where like your cultural units as summoners apply a bonus to your summoned units, to your magical origin units. So any unit that you have
Ooh.
that's your summoning culture, not race but culture,
All right.
will give you 5 morale on all of your magic origins.
Okay. Okay. That's a lot of morale I was seeing, and I was thinking this could be a lot of crits. That's not a crit
Yeah.
there, unfortunately.
It's still only base 20. But like if you can get any extra crits out from the magic origin, it's really strong.
All right. So Walker, you defense mode here, right? Because I don't see charge units.
Yeah, I see one charge
Well,
unit
yeah,
in
yeah,
this
it's true.
Warcust Piglet, and then one on the Caustic Worm, but yeah, there's just not a lot of charge units on either side, honestly. So you can defense mode a lot. Yeah.
I don't know. It's actually standing right next to a charge unit there. Problematic.
This Snow Spirit in particular, uh I think the best way for the Snow Spirit to keep itself alive is probably for somebody else to kill something for them.
Spicy. Where's he going?
Okay, he had 1 unit frozen.
I mean, I get that actually you're gonna invest heavily on this backside, so the armies are kind of split and facing in weird directions. But if you don't actually freeze the path, then all of a sudden these guys just get to you.
He might have to try to freeze that hero so it can move, otherwise he will be able to bring that wolf to the back lane.
Nice.
Oh, that's a really good stun.
That's awesome. That's what you want to see here.
Yeah. His ranged units are basically immobilized for 1 turn. Now the thing is the works, right? He has to do something about that.
I think you might put Phantasm Warriors like in defense mode near some of those, but the thing is there's that charge unit right there that can cancel one of them out.
Yeah. I think defense mode is especially important here because he did did go ahead and take the flanker ability, animal handler. Wait, no,
Mm.
what was it called? He took the
Yeah,
flanker like level up support perk, so a lot of his wargs have the
flanker.
extra damage.
You know what? I think I would actually probably try to use the White Witch to freeze that Gortus Piglet because of the utility
Mm.
of knocking people out of defense mode there.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Also, if you can like if you can freeze enough things in a row that people literally can't move around their friends, it can be really problematic for making an engagement.
That spirit looks pretty dead.
Also, I don't think he wants to hit those snow spirits. One has 5 bolster, no, 4 bolster defense, and the other one has 3 retaliation attacks. So they are kinda tough to deal with.
They're gonna have that range thing up next turn, which is a big
Yeah.
issue. I think actually you do want to try and
Hello, Ninja.
Freezing Burst is an incredibly strong ability. If he
I
gets
know,
to
dude.
fire both of those at units that are at -5 status resistance from Flash Freeze, then I think Godsend wins this. Like that's just so much pacing. But I think he does. I
Mm.
think he's forced to defense mode those guys just because of how bad it is to get flanked by flanking wargs. They will demolish units there.
How's everyone doing? How's it going?
It's
good.
good. It's good, Ninja. We just started this fight really.
I'll
Oh,
And
see.
we've
bummer.
already seen some pretty interesting things, like Totem of the Wild is already on the field.
Hmm. Totem of the Wild.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Totem of the Wild. Yeah.
You heard
Hold on.
right.
Okay, let's see. How do
Yeah.
I watch this? Let's see.
Yeah,
I'm
options.
streaming for
So
you.
yeah, they're believe it or not, Winsaya and I are both streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, crazy. All right. Um, I'm seeing. Okay. Can you give me a quick rundown of what the sides are here?
Yeah,
Warg
so
Madness
blue
versus
is
Summoner.
Hubert Dradden. He's brought a build with 4 wargs and a white wolf and double wild speakers. So it looks like he's just going for like glass cannon super damage, which he might be able to find. And then on the other side we have Mystic Summoners with the Flash Freeze, but we're playing Flash Freeze where you have to choose 6 units to hit rather than all of them.
Wait, what?
So like Flash Freeze
I
this
love that
time, rather
response.
than
Yeah,
it
yeah.
being you choose like you hit
Ooh.
everybody in the enemy army, it's the
Ooh.
caster chooses
Ooh.
6 enemy units. So here the person who cast Flash Freeze was able to choose the White Wolf, both enemy heroes. I think they chose both Wild Speakers and a Sunderer.
I
But it
see.
yeah, so like
Okay.
they still get to choose whatever pieces they think are most powerful to hit, but just like a generic Flash Freeze honestly was kind of too much. Like the entire
Yeah.
enemy army being at -3 status resistance was pretty broken.
Yeah, but also like you give up your entire T3 tone
Oh,
to do
no.
that. I would still want it to be more powerful than Selective Blizzard, I think.
Well, it's much more powerful than Selective Blizzard. -5 status resistance is a lot.
Oh, that's true.
And you also don't give it up. You kind of get like snow spirits. They're also not
Yeah,
bad.
Snow Spirits are not bad. There's a
No.
lot of
Yeah, but
utility there on those guys.
you are
Nice.
probably using a different tier 3 if you're making a skirmish build. Not just like these units are
Yes.
bad, but like
Yeah,
you
it's
have
not the
probably
best.
built something that will
Right.
synergize with a tool that you have already
Yeah.
selected better.
Love it.
It's not the tome you're gonna take if you have a specific build usually, but because
Oh
of that.
no, I definitely take it because I have a specific build.
You
There's a
do?
lot of
Oh.
specific builds that are really gonna like -5 status
-5
resistance.
Yeah. But I
is,
meant
like, the most
without
powerful
that
thing in the
spell,
game.
you're not gonna use the other spells too much
Oh.
for a specific build. probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The rest of the
Yeah.
tome is like you can
It's
basically just put your thumb over it as far as build considerations go, I think. The Frostling bonus is like background noise.
mm,
If you are taking that tome, you are taking that tome for this spell, and you are not taking
exactly.
it for any other reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, who wants to tell Ninja about our plans for the next one?
So since you are 6 without me, I think you should try 3v3 just for fun. Because I should get back to Amygdala's game.
Ah,
Otherwise they will hit me.
But it's okay. You can take my part. I don't know if I can stay that long because I think it's gonna take some time. This game it will be over. Not sure I can stay much longer.
I see.
So you can take the places, no problem.
we had discussed the potential of 3 players versus 3 players in a skirmish. There would be everybody has their ruler, a tier 5, a tier 4, a tier 3, a tier 2, and a tier 1 unit. Thoughts, didn't you?
What I think is you're talking about a game format where for one turn to pass, we have to daisy chain 6 people.
That's true, but there's only
Yep.
6 units and there's no communication, hopefully.
You're
Yeah,
always
there's no
so
communication
optimistic,
at
Ninja.
all. I think no
I'm-
You
communication
don't
at all.
think
We
it's
can definitely
gonna
do
work
it.
fine?
We'll see. We'll find out how it goes. I don't think it's gonna go well, but I'm happy to try it.
Yeah, it may not be that we have, like you heard, it may not be we have 6 players, but if we do, I think it'd be interesting to try.
I'm interested to see what happens the one time. I don't think it'll be I think that 6-person daisy chain is going to be awfully painful. Is
You
my
know,
prediction. It
I think it
maybe the
might.
rest of the game will make up for it. We'll see.
I
Maybe it
think
won't
it
be quite as bad as I think.
might be a bit like the equivalent to a WWE like Royal Rumble match. You know, it's gonna be chaotic but fun.
What we could do is make it a true everything's random tomes, but I don't think it's the random's fixed yet,
No,
unfortunately.
I I feel like you'd want to have individual player engagement in that as much as possible by giving them control over their army.
Yeah, that's true. But no coordination with the other team. You just get to make your build.
Absolutely no coordination with the other team. That is a very important aspect of this. In fact, is there some way we could not set teams until everyone has already decided on their build so you don't know who you're going to be buddied up with?
Can you do diplomacy in
Yeah.
paddocks?
As I recall, Caius Belli doesn't actually do anything if you like attack right away, right? Like it's not going to affect that battle.
It's Imperium like penalties, which is not that like crazy, I think. Yeah, if you declare war without like Casus Belli, it's I believe minus 20% Imperium or something like that. I'm on push to talk. I think I forgot I was on push to talk. Yeah, I think it's like just a penalty to Imperium, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, so we could actually totally just form up alliances after everyone is already in the game and has made up their army. And then I don't know how we would want to blind box that though, because it sounds like we had already like pre-conceptualized what the teams were. Is that correct?
Not even, no, we just were thinking theoretically we could do this because we have so many
Yeah.
people here.
I think we can. I think we can figure that out afterwards because I think this fight is really just starting now. So I want to see what's going on in it.
Okay.
Oh, it's starting to pick up here.
Yeah.
That was a lot of damage.
That was a lot of damage. Like the wargs are doing exactly what the wargs are designed to do. So far, most of what they've been doing is hitting, like the combat summons. But where they've been able to engage on real units, that he's making some real progress. Right. That Snow Spirit is at 32 HP.
Yeah, I was hoping those Snow Pirates will carry Godsend, but it seems tough.
Well, it's
Yeah,
only
What's that?
one.
What's that line between those supports and that Cold Spirit?
Oh, that's the Astral Bond ability, because he's playing with summoners, so he gets access
Okay.
to the Astral Bond, which is why it has the extra retaliation attacks and everything.
Z
Fascinating.
warding.
I think, like, generically, because of the power of Astral Bond, those really do play best on skirmish units most of the time.
Damage.
Really curious to see, yeah, this totem, it looks like the Totem of the Wild is gonna make all 3 totems, or all 3 units here. I still don't know if it's worth it from, like, a casting point standpoint, but it is interesting to see it in action.
I
And it
think
needs
it's got
3
a
extra
play.
units.
I'm actually I'm very happy to see it. It's gonna block off paths, which are important.
It's gonna block off ads, which are important, but I don't, like, if you're mostly melee, that might not even be a good thing.
It's a bit of a
Yeah, like,
surprise.
that's
I so far rarely seen it like making its points worth it.
Totem of the Wild. Man, you get 3 tier 1 animal units, maybe, out of 35
Maybe,
CP.
yeah, but the
And you
maybe is the
block
point.
off path with the totem itself, huh? I think
That
it's
sounds like a
interesting it
good
went
way to
right
get
next
one
to
rid
the
of
bad
that
rock.
side is
maybe.
that it's
Like
80
like
HP,
how
so if your
many do
opponent
you get
kills
on
it,
average? Like 1 or 2 maybe, not 3.
It looks marginally more difficult to kill than a primal summon. It's just got 2 more
yeah,
defense.
it's got 2 more defense, but it also doesn't have -4 lightning, so it actually is, like, meaningfully harder to kill if you have tools that are useful against it.
I guess. I don't know. I would not want to use 35 CP to block something and get 1 or 2 animal units.
Alright, so
Well,
those
I wonder
wargs are
what
getting
other spells
chunked.
that he had.
But I still
Yeah.
think it's the best of the 3 pylon like things.
If
Like
it was
you have
if it was tier 2 units, I would like it. The other pylons are there's that damage one in Astral, and what's the other one?
yeah the Astral one and you have the Beacon one.
Yeah,
But the Beacon one
heals.
is really bad. Like no way I ever gonna take that.
Hold on, I
Oh
feel like I did the
no,
math on
Lord.
amplification pylon at some point.
Yeah, amplification pylon is like almost
Pylon has been
okay, but it's
redone,
not.
like, twice.
Yeah.
They keep redoing some of those pylon abilities, mostly because, like, they haven't historically worked particularly well. So I think they've buffed them a couple of times, especially Amp Pylon, because they moved it to a different tier. They reworked.
Yeah, I'm looking at what amplification pylon does right now, and for its CP, I'm pretty sure I'd mathed this out before, that even just in a pure damage efficiency standpoint, if you assume that you're using something like Chain Lightning, it's just not good.
Yeah,
It
it's
it
not
doesn't
very
make
good.
its points back in case of damage, and it's also can't do enough damage on its own to make it worth it. So it's
You're delaying the damage that
yeah
you're doing and not
yeah
even getting a reward for it, so
yeah maybe if it was like 20 CP, but not at 30.
yep.
And also,
And
but I still think the Beacon one is the worst. The Beacon one is like so bad.
that sounds familiar. Oh my god. Yeah, that's terrible.
Like it's so bad you can't even tell how bad it is. Like how much does it give you? 5 HP? Yeah, 5 HP and 5 morale. It's okay. It's at 2 hex, but that's nothing. It's like okay, and it doesn't even have own damage, so it can't do anything else.
Yeah, it's trash. Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's
And,
really
and it's so much weaker too. It has
yeah.
so much less
Like,
health.
it's like
Mighty Meat,
ridiculous.
dude.
I wanna see them use Mark of Invulnerability here. This is exactly why that spell exists, right? You drop that on that Snow Spirit, you can immediately use the Snow Spirit to delete the enemy hero, and then you can move the Snow Spirit away for the other Snow Spirit away for potentially freezing the ruler.
I hope he realizes.
Because he's on Tome of Warding, right? Mark
Yeah.
looks just disgusting here if he's got the CP available. You could even make an argument for Mark on their spell shield, but because Stunning Flash is on CD, I think that's a waste.
Yeah,
there it
he did
is.
it. All right, I think
You can
Godson's
even
winning right now. This is looking
yeah,
good.
this is looking really good. But it is gonna look like it's probably gonna be costly. Like, I can't imagine that the wargs aren't gonna be able to delete something.
Yeah, he has to apply pressure to Godson next turn. I
Yeah.
think he moved too much to the right, and he should have pushed left where Godson was weaker.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of different ways that he could have taken it. Ooh, is he gonna start having morale problems here? That would be a really big problem.
Who? Oh,
Looks
Hubert.
like there morale problems starting to emerge on Hubert's side.
Yeah, hero kill is kind of a lot. Okay, so he's trying to keep his Phantasmal Warrior alive. And he might be able to. That's White Wolf is not able to one-shot Phantasmal Warrior.
Interesting choice. Do it. Nice. That's a good frozen right there. I don't know. I might have killed a unit.
Yeah, I
Something
was
tells me
thinking
just kill a
about that,
unit.
Sander. Yeah,
Just kill a
but
unit.
that freeze is not that bad. It actually allows him to kill that hero next turn.
Yeah.
Does he have enough points for another supercharge? He doesn't, right?
I would assume they're both getting low actually.
I think interestingly enough is like the combat log. Have you guys checked out or the combat balance? Because right now it actually
Let's see.
thinks that Hubert is ahead.
Still, I'm gonna think Godsend is a
And
bit
also, you know,
leading.
it is currently the other player's turn. It's
That's
currently
true.
Hubert's turn, so he's gonna get further ahead.
But Walker, how much
What?
of that points is coming from that totem?
I don't know. I don't know. Exactly. The numbers don't really mean anything. They're more suggestive than they are indicative.
It's also not considering positioning.
I mean, yeah, that's a really important thing that just doesn't
Yeah.
see there at all. And I agree. I think positioning is
Yeah.
very
Really
very
important.
good, and I think we are all agreeing. And got uh, but this other player, not
Oh,
Hubert.
Godsend
Godsend, there
and
we go.
Hubert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Godsend's favor. I think Godsend seems to have really good positioning on this side.
Yeah. I think Godsend almost certainly next turn is just going to kill Hubert's ruler, and from there it's going to be almost impossible for Hubert to win. Regardless of what else is going on in terms of positioning, if your ruler is alive and you haven't lost complete control of the front line, you should expect to win. Although, boy, that ruler for Godsend is pretty exposed, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's true. It's true. I think
Yes.
if that unit dies and then allows the White Wolf to come in, that's a problem for him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Let's
He
see what
doesn't
happens
have
with
a
these.
way to access to that
crits.
hero.
I mean, maybe you just
I mean, if
try with
those
White Wolf.
works were able to reach Godsend's ruler, that would be so good. With that mark of invulnerability, really changed the whole picture.
Wait.
Yeah, that was a really big mark.
This
What's
White
up?
Wolf should be getting Unleash the Beast right now, right? Am I crazy? What's going on here? What am I missing? Why does that guy not have more damage strengthened?
Yeah, I don't know why the White Wolf doesn't have strength in 5. You're right. Yeah, that should definitely be getting buffed up pretty quickly here. Maybe saving the, I don't know.
Maybe the Warg is
What
more
can he even
important to
do
him.
with this?
He wants to make Warg go hit hard.
I mean, yeah, that's a vibe, I guess.
No, I guess you could theoretically kill. Oh wait, that guy's invulnerable. Never mind.
No, he can't access to the ruler because the snow spirit is in the way.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
Can,
Zeo's
basically
can,
blocked.
immortal right now.
can the White
There's no
Wolf
way to
get
get
to
back
the
there.
hero?
What's up?
No, there is terrain in the middle.
Yeah, there's
Ah.
terrain and there's zone of control problems. So the Godsend's ruler is safe for this turn.
No, not the
We
ruler,
see,
but his hero is. Could he reach his
Oh,
hero?
you
yeah,
mean the second
the
hero?
yeah, the second
Yeah,
hero could definitely get
yeah.
attacked here.
Like
Yeah.
he could get 2 attacks on it, and that could be quite tough.
Actually, if he
Probably.
used the like distracted ability on that hero, he might legit be
Yeah,
able to kill it with just double wargs. Because that is a ludicrous amount of damage
Yes,
if
he
you
is really
use that
exposed
mark
and
first.
looking. It's a like shock hero, so preventing it from coming in could be key.
It's true.
Yeah, I
It's
think
true.
actually I like that line of play. That sounds pretty good to me.
Because
Oh,
if you don't take care of that one, he will do damage next turn.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. If this power attacker gets in on like a flank attack onto that warrior, and then
Yeah.
it's just getting deleted. So far this is a really interesting fight.
Yeah.
It's still far from being decided. So
yeah, I agree. I totally agree. It's interesting. It's totally like if you keep going to the, I keep going to the combat overview now that Walker mentioned it, and being like, oh wow, okay,
Yeah,
not over.
this is really back and forth so far. So that I do
I
think
think
is a
that's a big
mistake.
mistake. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
He
could
should have gone for
distracted
the
that
hero.
other guy and then unleash the
Exactly. He
beast
could have
on.
taken
Oh,
He's
he could have taken that hero.
he's putting too much value on those works, and they are the keystone of his build. But going for that shield unit, I mean,
well,
it's
I'm
still.
surprised that actually worked there for a
Oh,
kill.
I'm not.
Oh,
I
he has an
mean,
How
you
was the
armament.
remember
crit
the
chance there?
wargs, right?
He has
That
like
that must
50
have
or more.
been 20%, right?
All right.
He has
Well,
artisan armaments, which gives him 30, and pack member gives him another 10. And I don't know where he's getting more, but he's definitely getting more crit chance.
The totem, no.
So basically, he's sacrificing his left to have a really strong right and counter attack.
yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, if Godsend cannot kill Hubert's ruler here, then I think Hubert actually is going to win this because like Godsend's ruler is about to get completely overrun. Look at where Godsend's ruler is is in comparison to
Yeah,
the rest of the armies.
yeah.
Godson has a dark ritual.
He has a dark
Ye-
ritual, but like he's
he
completely
does.
wedged. There's nowhere for him to use it on. Like he's gonna get maybe 1 or 2 units out of it, and then there's like just an absolute crap ton of Huber's strength right there. I think if they trade rulers, then it's beneficial for for Godsend. But if Godsend gets his ruler killed here, then
But
being down a
it's not
ruler with casting
only
points is pretty difficult to come back from.
it's not only Godson's ruler, but also his 2 snow spirits will die if he
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to exchange. So it's 3 pieces against 1. It's definitely not worth it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if he manages to get his ruler out of there, like Hubert
Yeah, he
uses
could
a
get out
lot of
there too.
actions down
He
there.
has a cloud in the bottle for next turn also, so like if he can sort of get his ruler out of the way, then next turn he can cloud to get the rest of it out of the way. And if he's super concerned, then he could also use a mark here, but I don't think you can justify a mark if you're not also like attacking and staying in the fray.
I think Godson has to have to do something again about those works. They hit really
I think he
hard.
has to kill. I think he has to kill Hubert's ruler. I think that's the thing that he needs to do first. Because if
can he-
Hubert can cast
How?
one more, he's
Can
got
can
Besides
six
the
more
Stone
can he
spirits
Spirits
reach
there.
Hubert's ruler with his ruler if he goes out?
No, because of Son of Control of the Thunderer.
But can he make his
Unless
way?
he
Can he make his way free to reach him?
I mean, he's got 27 damage on just base attack on that snow spirit, and he's going to attack twice into 5 resistance. So if he can just do anything to sunder resistance on Hubert's ruler, then I feel like he probably can just kill it with both of the snow spirits here.
Liara can probably help clear the path with that charge somehow. The
Yeah, you
charge
might be
hero.
right.
And then I think there's an opportunity to get a kill by just simply frenzying one of these guys with the Astral Bond.
The benefit would also be you get your ruler into safety while also making his damage come through. So, like looking at it, like Hubert has like fighters and shields down there. They are all clamped together and not having many targets down there. If you take away the targets from them, they lose all their actions for the next round. While his ruler is a charger, so if he can make the way through, he does a lot of damage.
I think actually in genuine terms, like the positioning here, I think is actually better for Hubert on this current board state, because Hubert is pinning down like 6 units with 3, and then he's also trying to hopefully eliminate the like elite forces for Godsend. But it really let's see this fight. Oh my god.
Oh, no,
Grazed.
no.
That's not a good start for him.
Oh.
So, guys, I have to go, but have good luck with the next skirmish.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thanks for dropping in, Gian. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you, man.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking that based on the positioning of the units, I felt like blue was winning here. I was trying to figure out if there was like something I was missing there, but blue seems to have an awful lot more of yellow's units kind of like isolated and surrounded.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think he should be trading better than what yellow's going to be doing here. But it's also yellow's turn right now, so we'll see. If yellow wipes out all 3 of those units right now, then maybe things will be fine for him.
There's a bit of
My bet's still on
soulbound.
Godson. I think he's gonna make it.
I think the soulbound might be really big here, but the problem
I think
is
this is
that
going to be a
the hero
really
did need to
tight
kind of
fight
die.
here towards the end. Like, I think it's man,
Ooh,
6
there
damage
he
is like not a
goes.
lot if you're trying to kill an enemy ruler.
Yeah, I don't think he is though. I think he's trying. Oh, he is. Never mind.
Oh no!
What am I
And
saying?
he moved into the wrong slot because he could have gotten both attacks with the other snow spirit by
I'm
moving that one
confused.
north, and then that snow spirit moved northwest rather than north like southwest.
What is happening? What is happening?
I guess he's
I'm-
just like committing to trying to assassinate the ruler here, but next turn.
I suspect he's going to just kill the warg with another snow spirit. I'm more interested in seeing what his hero down there does, the one with the great sword
Yeah.
that's like flanking that
Yeah.
that support. because that seems like a big money damage attack there. But unfortunately, I'm not so sure he's going to be able to do that against the support, right? But he could
Uh,
Yeah,
totally.
he's gonna get away from there. Otherwise, the hero will be slaughtered next turn.
I think he's gonna attack
Well, not
with
if he gets
that
soulbound
supported by those
warrior.
units over there.
Unfortunately, that
Like,
hero is in a weird spot where it like can't
yeah,
actually do its charge attack particularly well because it doesn't
I,
have a lot of movement and it's adjacent to things, and ZOC is preventing you from flanking the warg.
I think he tries to kill
he
this
can.
weakened flank.
He should be able to get a
Soulbound.
flank attack on the warg. He'd have to go in kind of a circle for it, but it's four. I see the 4-hex path, where I
Do you
don't
think
think
it's
he
actually
enters
going to
on.
let him path through there? Because it.
I think if he goes
he's-
north twice and then to the right and then down, he can do it.
Yeah, you think it'll let him move? Hopefully.
Well, it should,
hopefully.
because that's not.
It shouldn't
Since the
be
support is
ZOC, but,
facing
like,
the other way, there's no
yeah,
ZSE there.
yeah.
It's not in defense mode or anything.
There we go.
Whoa.
Oh,
Morale
oh.
good.
All
So is
right.
that purely for morale purposes? Does he have a way to kill that warg? Because if he just leaves that warg at 5 HP, that is no bueno.
Yeah, I think the
yeah,
thought
that's
process
better
is
because
all
now the
these
hero is in
melees.
relative safety,
He's oh, never mind. I just thought he was
and he
moving
killed
away from
one.
this
Okay.
cluster. Okay. Why there? I was thinking these melee, they don't have a lot of targets there and they're repeating attacks, but no. Here it is. There's the crit.
You got a crit for exactsies? He needed 5 extra damage, and he got 5 extra damage on the crit.
Wow. That's why you do
That
math.
was incredible. That's why you don't do math. Because then you would just convince yourself that it was an impossible kill, and then you would miss it.
Well,
Right?
then maybe he did the realization that if I get the crit here, it's good.
No. If I get the 1 in 3 crit here, then it's good. No, I don't think anyone did that math.
I want to ask
Dotton's
him.
gonna make it. It's like the dark, cold gods are with him.
Yeah, I was thinking that thing's soulbound. It kind of needs to die if you can.
What's yellow's T3 tone? Oh, right,
Cold dark.
Okay,
Cold dark. Yeah.
so he doesn't have a tier 4. Are both
Oh.
of those snow spirits like? Those are not combat summons, right?
They are real. They're real.
No,
Okay.
they're real.
All right. So what's our follow up after this? Because it does look like we're getting kind of close to the end.
Hold on, this is probably like the most interesting turn of the fight right here.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, if Hubert can now not make a cut, it's gonna be tough.
But I figured we were gonna do that 3v3 thing.
Cool. Sounds good.
I've even already made a build for it.
Oh, nice. I hadn't thought too much about it.
Yeah, but I gonna have to leave soon, so I think I can't stay that long.
So we won't have 6.
Yeah, we might be able to do it next week if you want to do that. Like, but for me today, the time is running out.
Yeah, no worries. I
Okay.
think we'll figure out a way to get probably 2v2 going here.
Yeah,
probably.
I mean a 2v2 is perfectly fine, right? I think
I
it's really fun.
I think a 2v2 is better.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
a 3v3 is slower but crazier. So is that good or bad? I think it's a question of flavor that more than anything else.
I think it being crazier is maybe a little bit better, a net neutral move on the whole, but the additional time of having to cycle through additional 2
It's
people
much
is going to
slower.
way outsize
Yeah.
that.
It is undeniably much slower.
So who's winning?
That's an excellent question.
Oh, it's so
Hopefully we find
close.
out soon.
Look at the combat overview. The game doesn't know.
Yeah, it just keeps going back and forth here. This is a really, really tight fight.
So
I think Godsend's about to lose this. Yep, there goes that hero. And so now,
Oof.
can Godsend kill Hubert's ruler and keep his own ruler alive to long enough to get real value?
Damn, those
What?
wards are really strong.
What? Why totem? Why? Why do we? Why? You have
Wait,
the
what happened
casting
here?
points for
This is
this?
another
You have
another
Yeah.
totem?
And
Another
it's
totem?
It's behind enemy lines
Oh my
too.
god.
mm,
You have the casting points, and you what? He has the ability to put
mean,
distracted on things at a flick of a wrist for no casting
yeah.
points, and he's putting this out. I'm
I
sorry.
think honestly though
I'm
that
just trying.
he's gonna
It's
win this fight
crazy.
anyway. Just like look around at the board, see
It's
what's
true.
alive and what's dead. Like we'll have to see if Wargrad's aggression is just like a bugger or not, because people should not be trying to abuse that. But uh given what is currently on this board state, I do think that it's gonna be pretty difficult for Godson to win here, honestly.
Mhm.
Even if he
Yeah,
does
yeah.
kill Hubert's ruler, I think he needed to kill his ruler last turn to strand all of those casting points.
How much damage do those? I assume those are those mercenaries over on the left hand side. Those pikes. How much do they do against the warrior?
So those are arcane guards. Right now it
Okay,
deals
okay.
32 by just triple attacking for 20.
Hmm. Hmm. That's an interesting choice. It looked an awful lot to me like the Phantasms could just one shot those.
I think it wasn't until that attack. Maybe I was seeing it wrong. I think that it got plus 30% after it got soulbound, and then the damage jumped way up.
I think those are white witches, right? Or are those evokers?
Arcanist and an evoker, I think.
Okay, okay.
No, white witch. Sorry, I clicked away.
Ah, okay, okay. The white witch. It looked like the white witch has the stun off of cooldown, right?
Yep, this is true.
Now I don't think you can get the wolf on that because the white wolf has a bunch of frost resistance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what's he gonna freeze out?
Or
'Cause I
wait,
can't
wait. No,
imagine
it
that.
doesn't. Yeah, I thought it did. Wait, these
Oh,
rules are
really?
confusing me. I thought it did.
Huh.
It does
Okay.
frost damage, but it doesn't have frost resistance.
It only has 2 status effect resistance. Maybe he's gonna try to freeze the white wolf.
Yeah, that would be pretty solid.
Uh,
Does he have a restore anywhere in this army? If he doesn't have a restore, then freezing that white wolf would be really good. Oh wow, yeah. He doesn't have any of his heroes. Both of them are dead, so he doesn't have anything to clear debuffs. So frozens are free.
Let me think. He might prefer to freeze one of the wargs, though.
yeah, those things have been
Yeah,
dangerous, and they're closer to certain
I
things.
think it depends on what the chances are on freezing the white wolf. If it's like a 90%, then you go for the wolf. If it's like 70% but guaranteed on a warg, I might do the warg.
I think
Yeah.
here, if his ruler is alive next turn
Ooh.
for Godsend, I think that
Ooh.
is an opportunity to just slam
Ooh.
Dark Ritual, right? There's so many
Mhm.
corpses here.
Oh,
This would be if you could get like 3 zombies out of a dark ritual and 1 unit to do that takes some damage, then that would also be enormous. Oh, and of course Godsend is doing the right thing. He's moving away from the
Ooh,
totem.
he's frozen.
ooh, was that a crit?
Zombie. That's good. Get them zombies. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, every turn it feels like who's winning flips. This is a really close fight.
Godsend's gonna make that.
Now, what are those phantasms in the middle they're gonna do? There's pretty good arguments for both attacking something and just hitting defense mode, I think.
I mean, I think maybe you would
Yeah.
you might want to switch your arcane bond to it because it looks like it's up on this summoner. Oh, what's that? They spells left.
Oh, did
What
he
was
just use
that?
the summon? Oh my god, he did. He used an actual summon for Astral Keeper. Is he gonna
Wait, a
suicide it? Is
spell
he gonna pop
thing?
it
I'm so
for healing?
confused.
See, he's got Tome of Summoning. So Tome of Summoning gives you access to this to summon
How
a
did they have
support unit.
points? Where are these casting points coming from?
Well, I assume he took.
They're Mystic. Yeah,
Yeah, he took powerful evokers, right?
he's Mystic. He had a Soother here, so he's got
Oh,
like
that was a
way
good
more
get.
casting points. Oh my god,
the
this is a
summon
great fight.
locking.
This is just a great fight.
Yeah, I thought that you just get that warg down, take him out. Oh my god! Wait, what just happened?
He does. Phantasm Warriors do good damage, man. Like, that's even before you start loading up extra day. Oh, shit!
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
You're
god.
seeing it now. You're seeing it now.
Morale!
Oh,
How
Oh,
did that
that was
happen?
so
believe this.
good.
Oh, that's
Okay,
almost kind of a
but-
shame. The rest of that fight would have been really fun.
That's
Why
what I
did
would've
they all
told you.
decide to
Godsend's
route?
gonna make
I
it.
think they all just
Told you before.
took enough casualties in one big fight or one big turn.
And flanks
because
too.
that
Oh
doesn't have
man,
-15 on it.
that's crazy how that
That
flipped.
was fucking disgusting. I'm not going to even talk.
Yeah, I thought it was a really interesting fight, and you played well.
Yeah, that was really fun. That was
What a
really
back
fun,
and
guys.
forth.
You kind of
Yeah,
see
man.
the potential of my build is that it is very good at crits.
Yeah.
The problem
yeah.
is that
I would not have used those Tomes of the Wild.
Yeah, the
myself.
Totems of the Wild largely are pretty inefficient when it comes to like manual fights against another player. Because the best thing that Godsend could have done there to counter that second tone especially is just walk away from it. Because those units are not going to be like crazy fast, and then they'll just spend their entire turn just walking over to the enemy to fight.
maybe I
The
have just
towers
should have,
generally are not super efficient.
When we
maybe
said
I should have just spammed fucking. what is it
I think
called?
it was a really well fought battle. Like it did like collapse really quickly at the end because of morale, but I think that was just that's sometimes
It
the way that
wasn't
morale
Thank you.
works.
collapsing because of the. It's not because of the morale. It's
Oh
because
boy.
of the stuff that. It's rather that he keep freezing my units and nothing else.
I don't know. I thought that was a really interesting fight. Like who I thought was going to win seemed to change every
Yeah.
turn. Like it kept feeling like both of you were in really good positions.
Yeah, I also think the like calculations of
That
the game were
is
sometimes neglecting the positioning. The positioning was always very important.
I was like, if I get a Tome of Devastation, this fight would have just be far more easier because of the another 20% crit.
Yeah,
and fire
yeah.
damage.
That's
You
why
made
we
better
limit it.
choices, it probably would have been a better fight, or it would have gone better for you. But that's the game.
Yep, that
It's
is the
tough
game.
knowing what
But
choices
it's
you
I
like,
want
think
to make.
also just like a
I mean,
large.
okay, I get
You
that
you want to make sure that
Tom
you
of the
also
Wild
have.
is trash,
Yeah.
but I didn't knew that it's gonna just spawn these damn crows and nothing else besides that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I
All right. So
thought
are
that
we
he's
doing?
gonna spawn any type of shock unit in order to stop one of your bastards. But
It
no,
had a
it's only
chance, right?
crows, I guess.
Yeah.
It could have,
Are
but
we
yeah,
guys? Are we
It's
rolling over to
it
two v
could
two?
only
yeah, I
spawn
think
Yeah.
so.
crows.
Okay. So
What are
who do we
we
have?
doing?
So the
Who do we have for
players that
that?
we're playing may not be aware. We'd considered going into a 3v3, which is gonna be a while. It will take some time, but if people are kind of tired, we could do 2v2. We just need to figure out who's in the 2v2. I think me, Walker, Ninja are all interested.
I'm down
Yeah.
for whatever.
I'm grabbing Norgul. I'm grabbing Norgul.
Are we doing
Yeah,
a straight up 3v3? Do we have enough people
yeah,
for that?
That was
uh,
5, I think. No.
It depends.
yeah. I have
Gian, is
I have to
Gian
step
here?
out.
I'm
So
not
if all of you
available.
stay in, you
Game
could
and
Yeah,
play.
yeah, yeah. We have 5 people.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
All right, so
Okay,
it's
so
going to be a
I
2v2. We
don't
just need to
know, like,
figure out the players,
That's
and I
assuming,
don't mind. Like,
that's also assuming Godsend is in. I don't think I've heard Godsend talk.
I'm down for whatever.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, so
then
we have
from my side,
5,
have a
but
good
lost.
game. I have to step out. Bye.
wait. That means that we have a 6 players because Lost Soul is a
No,
7-2.
no,
No,
because
no,
Gian is
because
going too. So then we're gonna have
Gian's gone,
5.
so we have 5.
yeah. Like theoretically, we could try and message someone who's not here in chat to try and get them in. But I think what's more likely going to happen is a 2v2, and it's a tricky one because I think everybody's really interested to try out the 2v2, and I don't mind sitting this one out because I think in general I'm one of the slower ones, and I can comment if you guys want to just like have like our veterans pair off with the newer people here.
Sure.
Yeah, that could be fun.
I'll fight Morgie next week. I'll message him. Or actually, wait,
Yeah.
Morgie's online.
Oh,
That is
5v1
that is
Morgie.
kind of my this is kind of my build. Like if this was a whole freaking campaign, you would only see armies of wargs and warriors just coming straight at you.
It seems like you
Yeah.
practiced it. I do like that as a build of like a real build in a real game.
This is actually a build which the only thing that stops this build is that you need one affinity of green. So I was so it's reliant on that one signature spell. It could have been either animal summon or master regeneration, but I fucking hate the motherfucking viral outbreak. Like, goddamn, why?
Could have been a dragon.
Yeah, Dragon or Eldritch Lord would fix that. I really underestimated the wargs, by the way. That
mean,
that build was really solid.
I mean, I prefer having mana over trolls. Maybe I could have potentially. Should I?
Wait,
I mean,
so wait a second.
I mean,
Professor
dragons
says
is
that
kind of.
Professor Pone says he has to leave in 2 hours. So we might be able to bribe him to come join us because this is not going to take 2 hours even as a 3v3.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
We could set it up as 6, and if he isn't able to, then we'll just we'll be able to hop into a 2v2 pretty easily.
If you can
Yeah.
get him in here quickly, then sure.
3v3
Wait, I'm actually.
skirmish or multiplayer?
The
Oh,
skirm.
skirmish. Yeah,
Okay.
we're just skirmishing today.
And while we're thinking that through, we
Yeah.
should think about tome limits and whatnot if we're going up to crazy tier units and things. Because I do like the idea of including some tier 5s, but we'll like slow things down. People will have to consider more things.
Like my
Yeah, I
build
think
was.
I would honestly probably just recommend that we stick with the normal tier limits we've had, and then just do
Like
4,
Norgo.
3, 2,
This is actually
1.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, Professor? So I think here we actually do have enough to do 3v3. And if everybody is okay with it, where we follow the same rules that we did with the last one, where the active player goes away and we're not allowed to help our teammates plan out their turns, then I think we can make things go quickly. I don't know how to handle casting in a 3-player format. Like maybe everyone gets to cast like one spell on their side for the entire fight. That seems a little insane.
I am
Like
leaning towards just let people cast, since we have 3
just
players on
everyone
each. So you
casts.
guys can go one
Yeah.
spell like on your turn, because it's gonna be hard to limit and like
Yeah.
keep on top of that
Both
otherwise, right?
if it's not imbalanced, right? Like 2v1 is a much bigger problem than 2v2. So yeah, everyone just casts is fine.
Let's just say each player is allowed to target one other player. How about that? Because you don't want a
Yeah.
player to get double hit by
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
by
we'll
something.
try.
And then, you know, basically same like the Tome of Cold Dark deal, you just select for
Select who
flash
you're
freeze
fighting
one
against.
enemy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so do we want to go ahead and Professor, do you have like Skirmish installed on your computer?
I don't. It's just in the workshop.
Yeah, so you need the Skirmish and you need the DLC compatibility as well.
The fact that
DLC compatibility.
Eldritch Ruler has Delirium
DLC
makes me wanna
compatibility.
laugh.
And then whenever you set up your playset for the Skirmish mod,
Do I
just make
download
sure
that specific one or?
Yeah, you want both. You want the base Skirmish mod and the DLC compatibility.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna step away for a moment, but I did make the room and put the number in the chat.
Did you make it for 6?
No, I made it for 5, didn't I? Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'll make another one.
Alright, thanks.
I'm actually wait, give me a second. I'm actually going to change something about my build. Give me a second.
You got all the seconds in the world. Right now we're helping Professor Pone install and set up Skirmish, so don't
I'll
worry
be right
about
back
where your
too.
where everything is just yet.
With
But what you
3v3,
guys? But what do you think, Winsfire? Do you think about my build?
I mean, I think it was a really interesting build, man. Like, I think wargs are really fun. I think that worked pretty well. Like, there's definitely been cases where we've seen wargs do a lot of damage the way that you showed off there.
It's literally like the full build would literally be like 80% crit chance every time
Yeah.
did they hit, but it wasn't the full build.
All right, so that's the new thing, the new code. But Professor, you've used mods before, right?
Like I'd use like the color, add colors and stuff.
Yeah. So
I didn't do
yeah,
anything
you know how to set up
special.
a playset, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Let's make sure I got it installed.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna see some really wild and crazy stuff, I'm sure.
Back.
2 questions. How are we deciding teams? And if we're doing 3v3 skirmish, what is everyone bringing one stack, or are we doing separate 3 separate skirmish battles? Okay.
Everyone's gonna bring one stack. I think. Let me recommend. We'll probably just play with this. Like, let's do ruler and then like one tier, like the normal home limits, but then
You will have to help me with the limits, sir.
so the normal limits on tomes will show up whenever we click things through. You're just gonna get extra coins because we'll just use the Walker's Delight preset. You'll get extra coins for units, just don't spend them. So that way we don't have to like redo it.
I have returned. Where are we at?
So I'm just recommending what we should be using in terms of items or like in terms of units for the stack, right? One ruler, tier 4, 1 tier 3, 1 tier 2, and then 2 tier 1s. Or do we
Sure.
think that the tier 1s are just not going to matter and then just go ahead and use 2 tier 3s and 2 tier 2s?
No, I like having the 2 tier 1s. I think that's
Okay.
funny.
Yeah, like
Also-
they will mostly die, but that's okay. Somebody needs to.
So what was it? One tier 3, 1 tier 4, 1 tier 3.
Yeah, in terms of units, it's 1 tier 4, 1 tier 3, ruler, 1 tier 1, or 1 tier 2, and then 2 tier 1s. But whenever we open the game up, you'll also get prompted to choose your tomes, and you're allowed 2 tier 1 tomes, 2 tier 2 tomes, and 1 tier 3 tome. But the game will kind of help you through that.
Gotcha. Should
So
I be able to see
everyone,
your lobby right now?
yeah, the code should be there, posted right above 283308. And I guess the
Gamers.
question of teams, does anybody really care?
Not really.
Yeah, whatever's up. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm not super interested in whether or not the team is mechanically balanced. I don't really care about that. I think just getting the teams rolling is the fun thing.
Gonna go use the little boys' room real quick.
Probably hard for you to know with a couple new people too. Even them.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, so who are we currently missing?
Me, give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. I think this should be this. Skirmish.
You guys were about the chaos of no coordination amongst your team at all. Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
that is correct.
I'm gonna create my guy now. No, I had one at one point.
2, 8, 3, 3, 0, 8.
Are there any
Uh,
tomes that are banned apart from corruption?
Uh, so Tome of Corruption is banned, and Infectious Insanity is banned.
The spell, not the tome.
Yeah, just the spell. Infectious Insanity, just the spell. You
Is
can
there a
play
reason to
Mayhem.
pick the tome without the spell?
Yeah, if you take Mayhem, that's fine. You just can't cast literal Infectious Insanity.
No, sorry. It was a joke that
okay,
isn't worth it
team
without the
1.
spell.
Oh, I am with Slayer. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I know I had. What was the thing that goes with this? Ah, I had to build.
I just think like I believe that the Elder Sovereign should be a slightly nerfed because it is strong. Like it's a very strong.
Yeah,
In my humble opinion, I don't know.
it's pretty strong. I know what you mean. Oh, push to talk. Oh no, I keep
Yeah.
forgetting. Hello, I exist.
Hello. Hello, Winsaya. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Hello.
I just think like from the balance standpoint, I think that the Elder Sovereigns should be slightly nerfed, and the Dragon Ruler and Champion should be reworked. I believe it is my.
Yeah, I think Elder Siren, given what I've seen with Wizard Kings and their access to warfare and the reworked Mage Locks, I think Wizard Kings are still better than Elder Sovereigns.
It
But champions
depends. Like
definitely
if
need some
if you are
TLC.
not
Champions
using
are garbage.
if you are not using if you are not using that a lot of spells in your army, to me, Elder Sovereigns are actually very good because of their mana drain, and your build is much more based around the enchantment slash making sure uh, that you are using small amount of spells. I think Elder Sovereign is better, but if you are using something like summoning, enchanting, and also battle spells, yeah, Wizard King is better, I believe so.
Oh,
Wizard Kings just have like
It is
almost
really
ready.
good auto resolves too, because they got access
it
to like
is
a good line.
depends. Like
All right, we'll
like
take
I said,
this.
it depends on what are you doing. If you are building a army that is less about mana, or are you building an army that is more about mana in that kind
Well,
of
I
way?
think it's really
I
more about like
believe.
how much are you auto resolving and manualing, and honestly, because of the issues with
I mean,
Eldritch
if you,
Sovereigns and their
I
auto
mean, if you
resolves just
out
like
to
not working. Like there are a lot of tools that the AI just really doesn't understand in the game, and unfortunately, some of the insanity and stun effects that are available on the Eldritch Sovereign are in that category of things that the AI does not understand. So you can watch auto
I
resolves where
mean,
like
yeah,
Eldritch Sovereigns will use these sort of stunning CC effects, and then everyone will just kill them, and that's really
yeah, and
inefficient in comparison to just a Wizard
or
King
should
with
I
a
get
pistol and sword or
my?
a Mage Lock rifle.
I mean,
I think Eldritch
yeah, but the
Sovereigns are very
Wizard King.
good. I just don't think they necessarily need to be nerfed in comparison to the Wizard King because Wizard
I
Kings are
just
so
think
ludicrously
I
powerful. I'd
like
feel
rather
like
just
for
see champions and
sure,
dragons get better.
I I feel like for
like
skirmish mode, we should consider giving them a handicap because in the particular context of a manual battle with a player on each side, they are very powerful.
They are, but they also have to compete against Wizard Kings
oh,
having access
Let's
to
do this.
Overchannel.
You get like
yeah.
We are
three different
when you
insanity
have
casts that have like massive debilitating debuffs attached to. I don't know,
Mm,
man.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, there are. Look,
so
I get
once
it
everybody's
that
ready, then I think we're ready to.
I do get that
I
I am
may
ready.
change my dragon's weapon
everyone can be a push.
because this actually isn't helping me. Oh, wait, I need to find him
I
again.
am ready. It's just that, like, like if you have a lot of warriors, it is like, for example, warriors or orcs. The auto resolve can be very favorable for you if you know how to do it.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
Right, in case of Elder Sovereign.
We are currently waiting on Windslayer and Godsend.
All right.
Yeah,
I
we're
just
waiting on Woodside Godsend. Yep,
create a
Sorry, I'm
copy.
trying to decide which of my hero leaders I'm using this time.
that's fair. Just remember, this is a 3v3. This is going to be
Yeah.
very silly, especially because we're not going to communicate with our teammates. So if your build is not hyper optimized for skirmish, that's okay.
I have an idea. I have an idea. Let's see if it works.
I'm literally using a build that I was using to test to see how annoying dark is on the new patch.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Awesome.
I was
Yeah,
originally going to pick a build that was going to make my team hate, that I realized was going to make my team hate me. So
Ah,
If
no.
we get smashed in 2
yes.
turns, I do not care.
um, it was burn the world.
Well, that means they burn too.
It's true. Can't argue with that.
Oh, I forgot to hit the ready button. My guy's ready.
Oh yeah, you ready?
We'll find out, right? What's the limit on units, Walker, again?
So what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna use the regular configuration. And then we're gonna have one.
Oh, I didn't
We're
select a
gonna have
hero.
our
I'm so
ruler. We're
sorry.
gonna have our ruler. You're not gonna get an extra hero. Oh, we have to. Do we have to restart?
Yeah.
It may have done
Alright,
that thing
that's fine.
again where we
Yeah,
just saw this earlier where
we
you
just saw
think
this
you're on
earlier.
your ruler and then it doesn't actually follow through for some reason.
No, I straight up
Yeah,
didn't select
whenever
a ruler.
that happens too.
Yeah, that does
I
happen.
just like came
Man,
back from the bathroom. I was like, "Oh, I'm ready."
Yeah. All right, host
What?
again.
Oh god, not this again.
Oh, I see the limits here. Okay.
All right,
Perfect.
new host is up.
I might menagerie One sec,
I
actually.
think if you want a menagerie 1 unit, that's fine, right? You're bringing 6 total per player, so I don't think we should do like 1 menagerie at every tier limit or every rank limit, because that would just be everything.
I do like Elder Sovereign from the interest. I just wish that the good alignment actually was reworked. Goddamn.
What
I'm not
what
even going
what
to.
level are the heroes gonna be at?
6.
6. Okay.
6. Okay, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Who are we
I'm
waiting
gonna
on?
actually rant about. I'm actually going to. Do you guys know that a lot of the animations that you can find in this game can be traced back to the planetfall?
That seems likely.
Kirko
Yeah,
Shadow Demons.
I mean, I imagine that they're using a modified version of the same engine, so they probably brought over a lot of those animations just to, allow them to focus
so
their
yeah,
art budget on other stuff. It depends on what it's used for, right? If it's just minor little unit actions, then who
so
cares?
yeah, Chaos Chaos Ether is literally using the Kirkos Ravenous animation.
All right, so now you guys, we were just waiting now for Hubert and Professor to ready. But when we do that, it looks like Godsend also. So when everyone is readied up, we'll do a countdown. Look at your own ruler and make sure that you don't transform back into a random portrait, because apparently that's been a problem.
Seen it at least twice in the past 2 weeks, and I
All
don't
right, so
play
everyone
that
is readied
much.
up. So
Yep.
take a look at your ruler, and then if it's random, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm looking forward to this chaos.
Yeah, this will be pretty crazy. I'm looking forward to fill to
Obliterate.
build being something that'll work. That is so much fun. I just want the random seed to work. That's all. Oh, on items, are we just doing tier 1s, or do you guys want to do tier 1 and tier 2?
Let's
I
just do
think the
2.
usual rules.
Like
We,
do
I
you want to use
would
sure.
actual rules?
love.
Sure.
I would love
I don't.
having my works. Thank you very much.
I don't have a
That's the
whole
most
lot of care
important.
either way we go.
I think it'll just be quicker. I don't
Okay.
know if Professor Prone has been watching too many of the skirmishes and knows generally those things, but Hubert
Yeah,
just
Okay.
went
it is
through it a little.
faster to just pick tier 1s.
Sure.
Really. Okay, I'm just gonna.
I know that feeling.
Why do I have this auto build? I am dismantling the Shrine of the War God.
Yeah. If you can,
Yeah,
that'd be
if
good.
stuff is auto building in the capital, we'll have to talk to Baddock about it, because there are some bugs floating around. Like apparently you can't get the tier 2 spiders off of the
And
off of
I
the Dome
need
of
to
Beasts.
wait a turn in order to. And I need to wait a turn in order for the War God to disable it. Can we.
Yeah,
Check.
no, we'll have a turn before combat happens. Doesn't
Can we
everybody?
pass a turn?
Actually, I don't know if
Like,
it will
do we
matter
all
the
agree
unit
to pass a turn?
recruitments. It's just all pass or
It's gonna
turn.
have to
Please.
happen, yeah, or
So
we
if
pass things.
I think it
Okay.
would be helpful for him so
3,
he can
2,
recruit
1.
his
Pass the
units.
turn.
If we can all just end our turn and then do
I'm
the rest
selecting my
later.
tome. Still selecting my tomes.
Uh,
Okay.
It's something that you can get back
in
to.
in
Don't
this
worry
case,
about it
I'm
too
gonna
much. Just
wait
select your
because
tomes and then
we are not
end your
doing.
turn, so he can select
So
his units
we're at
soon.
tier one, just tier
Oh,
one items is what we're doing,
muted.
right?
Yeah, except
For
I
me,
picked Immortal Champion, so I'm assuming I'm still getting my tier 3.
I think that's the right thing to do. Honestly, we could still allow people to take a tier 2 pack. It's really not that much more complicated.
I don't super mind either way. I'm doing something kind of silly with it instead of necessarily a good idea, so
Yeah. Yeah.
give me
I
a
guess I
second.
personally I would vote if we're playing with like the tier 4 units, it might be useful to have tier 2 weapons available on some heroes just so that they can kill the tier 4 units.
okay, sounds good to me.
So, so the official rules that we're working with here, Professor Pone, is that you can choose all of the tier 1 packs, and then one of the tier 2 packs of your choice. And then if you choose the miscellaneous items here, because those are so powerful, you can either have a ring or a wand, not both. Or rather, you can have a ring or a bag item, not both.
Okay, where do I do something like
The
that?
items will come from the item forge, which is if you look in the middle of the map, there's like all of these menageries and stuff. The item forge is the blue building with a beam of light coming out of it. And you just click on that and it'll let you choose some different items.
You say I can pick a set of tier 2?
Yes, one set of tier 2s and all of the tier 1s.
So you
Unfortunately,
can
I
take a
In
tier
this
2
case,
weapon pack, but you cannot take any other tier 2 things if that's the tier 2 pack you choose. If you
Right,
take
you get
armor,
one
you're
tier
allowed
2
to equip.
pack.
If you pick armor, you can equip all of the tier 2 armors that your slots will allow, is basically where the distinction matters between pack and item.
Oh no. So never mind, that makes sense. Okay. I see the mistake that was made.
Mistakes will be made.
Okay, so how's the building thing work? Do I just build one building, hit in turn, or do I just like slap a
Uh,
bunch of build?
no buildings. Unless it's an SPI that lets you recruit units, no buildings.
Okay.
yeah, SPI like a Demon Gate or Wildlife Sanctuary. I don't think there are any other buildings that are. Give me a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Was it one? It's one tier 2 unit, right?
One tier 2 unit, and then two tier 1s. I think I would vote for two different tier 1s, but I don't think it really matters that much. If you want to bring both the same, knock yourself out.
Oh, I got a downgrade now.
I'm gonna bring two different because I think it's more fun.
Back. What's going on?
Add more extra tape, and now you take more
Wait, are we
bonuses on
jumping into a
this.
new thing?
What's up?
Or
Oh, I have
no,
it
I
in
was
my
asking
buildings.
if
I need to I forgot to delete the stupid War Gods thing in my buildings. Oh god. This thing.
Wait, what?
One
I
we
second.
have
forgot that I was
wait,
playing the same thing that meant I needed to delete my Shrine of
Okay.
War
So
God.
do we have
Ugh.
to
Wait, we have to do
re-host
what?
again?
What do you
I
mean
can
delete Shrine of
You
War
should have
just
God?
enough. You should have
I'll
enough
delete
coins
it.
to just demolish it
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
and then
make some
get
more
the
ones.
points. Yeah, yeah, that's
Make
gonna
some
be
more
fine.
ones.
Just if people could
So
pass, I
we
need
need to
to.
talk to Baddock about that. But
That's
everyone,
annoying.
please pay attention. If you are playing with barbarians, you have to open up your structures and you have to delete your War God's Shrine because it's building it right now.
Okay.
So if you're
I
playing
mean,
with barbarians, open it up, get rid of that. We're really only supposed to be playing with the buildings that are SPIs and necessary for recruiting things.
yeah.
Let me know when I'm passing my turn so everyone can delete their stuff.
Wait, I'm actually wondering, can
I
you
don't think you
put
need to delete it. I
your
just moved my stuff over.
can
Oh no,
you
wait, hold
put your
on. I
team
used my tier 4 token.
mm,
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
There should be in the
well,
hosts
Wait a second.
book, there's a reset units button. You can reset everything. I think it might just be the like reset game or return to
Reset game.
Yeah,
configuration.
I'll keep the
Yeah,
tomes and everything like that. That's good.
yeah.
It'll keep
You
your
can't re-choose
enchantments.
tomes.
Reset. Yes, reset game. You can get
I still
good.
need to
There
to
it
just
is.
pass the turn so that when I build my units, they don't have the thing.
All
And
right. Yeah,
if we
everyone,
could,
end your turn immediately, please, to pass through to the next one. And
thank
you've
you.
demolished the building
Yeah, it's
internally.
gone now.
All right.
Okay, cool.
yeah, it's gone. Either way, I'm just gonna start re-equipping my enchantments.
Should definitely doing some other things.
Okay, so now I've got another question about our format. I've got lingering mists. What do we do
Yeah,
here?
ban it. I think lingering mists is also just like not
Okay.
fun or interesting. I think everything else in mists is fine, but that spell's not.
I just would love if the lingering mist include such units as animals and plants, but in order for them to actually see through it, rather than just, only Fae can see through it and are ignoring it, which is like a very much a niche thing. And when you consider that there's only one tome, wait, technically two tomes, which include a Fae unit. Which one of them is Mistling and another one is a horn god.
Oh, there's nymphs too.
But who gets nymphs? Like,
Nymphs are pretty good. Having an
I mean,
AoE
yeah, but
dispel is pretty good.
I mean, in a format that Nurgle Herald has with his quote auto battles, they are terrible because of the fact that they can just capture the unit and discard you from the having a stamina, or should I say extra XP.
Yeah, the in Reavers you cost yourself a lot of EXP with the like the super subdual, but it is still not zero anymore. And because you can activate that pretty easily on like really important units, it does allow you to
Actually,
clear stronger fights than they would normally be able to.
I actually would like if there was actually a button that you are allowed to either make sure that either they are going to capture the unit or they are not going to try and capture the unit. That kind of it would be nice for once.
Hey, how are we doing teams here? I
Uh,
noticed
we-
that I seem to
so
have
we-
4 people who are at war with me.
Oh God, no!
Did you guys
Or
change
people,
your
what
teams
do
around
you
in
mean?
the 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1? I think that's just the visual bug. I don't think that matters.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
have
you
teams
scared
already
me
been
I
so
see
decided?
one.
much.
I see team 1. I see team 1. I see team 1. I see team 2, 2, and 2. Right.
It says I'm at war with them.
Why
You're talking
would we be at
about
war
who?
with you?
Okay, who is on my team? I've got Godsend,
It
and
should
then
be Godsend, Ninju, and me versus.
Yeah.
okay, I click on you, and it says I'm at war with you.
What?
It does say that, but we're literally on the same team. How is that possible?
I don't know. I
Because it
can't
says team
negotiate for
1, team
peace
1,
with
team
you.
1.
You can just say you're a traitor, dude.
All right. Well, let's see actually what happens when people get to the middle, because it might not matter, right? If 3 stacks and 3 stacks engage and the right teammates are on the right side, then it won't matter.
Let's
Who
find
else?
out.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Who else is
wondering.
ready on the other side?
With Daya, we have a imposter among us.
Yes,
I knew it. I knew
this
it.
is what
Sus.
is it, Among Us?
No,
That's
I am talking about meow. What is this? Why is meowing good? It's a good alignment dragon in a not good alignment team. Kill it.
Yes.
Sus.
It's sus.
All right. I think I have my stuff. I don't know. I feel like I messed up here, but this is my build. This is my dragon. Hello.
Somebody's
I'm all
dragon
good.
has the silliest little wings.
All right, so I have
Okay, so
you.
in this case, I'm just gonna spin the wheel and work, and
Oh
turn
wait,
myself.
Walker said I
Okay.
could actually
I have a few
have
questions.
more
One,
tier ones.
what does it mean when we're saying lingering mist is banned? Just the spell, correct?
Yeah.
The strategic layer spell, yeah.
Okay.
Get rid of this guy.
2, I don't seem to have Necromancer available. Oh no, I didn't. You know what? That's why. Never mind. I've sorted that out. I don't have that actual tome. And
Yeah, I had to
then
make a last second change because I didn't account for affinity in one of the other last second changes I made. It's fine.
Does my attack have so many
oh, and you guys said
modifiers
we
on
get
it?
one tier 2 item pack.
Yeah, we went with one
Every
tier 2
tier
item
1.
pack. And
You get
with
every tier 1 item pack and one tier 2 item pack.
Okay.
And if you took Immortal Champion, you get a tier 3 item.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you're if you took tier 2 miscellaneous, then you can only have 1 ring or 1 bag item, because the tier 2 miscellaneous are just a lot better.
Okay.
We
See
might
if my build works.
we might still have issues with engagement because of possibly Ninja's team breaking. So, and this is, you know, a 3v3, which is intended to be kind of silly. Don't worry about your build being hyper optimized for this.
Let's get into the center. We might have to
Yeah,
remake
let's
this
get into the
game in a
center. We might
moment.
have
So
to
let's
remake.
just see.
So yeah, Hubert, you're not building the right number of units. You're bringing one stack here. You're bringing 1 stack with your ruler, with with 1 tier 4, 1 tier 3, 1 tier 2, and then 2 tier 1s.
You said if we went
I
with the,
didn't knew.
if we went
Yeah,
with the
we're
miscellaneous
doing
item,
3v3. Yeah,
miscellaneous item,
So
we get one ring and like that's it.
you get 1 ring
okay,
or
so
1 bag item,
what?
your choice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So what units are?
It's what I posted in the Discord.
Most
The
armies look
public
like
Discord.
it. I went lower, so don't look at my army if you want to. But basically, it's a hero. You're a ruler. That's
tier
the
2,
only
1
hero
tier.
that you bring. Then you got a tier 4, a tier 3, a tier 2, and 2 tier 1 units. So if you look
Oh.
at army of Mao or
Whoops,
Meow over
I
here,
think I screwed over. How can I unscrew it? Yeah, I screwed over. Sorry.
it's okay. You can probably use your
You-
points to fix
Yeah, you
fix
can
this,
still
right?
use your points. You have all these extra coins around, Hubert. Like
Or he
you
probably
just
downgraded
just
to lower things, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Again,
You already
Hey,
downgraded.
let's
All right.
remake
Yeah,
the
let's just
game.
remake the game.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Please pay attention. There's a lot of people talking at once, but
that was the
do
rule.
I'm gonna start this
Slow
extra
down.
long game half an hour after we were supposed to start it. Was someone
Yeah.
here like time limited?
yeah,
Yeah,
Professor.
Professor Pone's time limited.
Okay, we gotta
I'm
speed through this. I don't know if an hour and a half is gonna be
sorry.
long enough for this.
I'm sorry.
It probably will be, but only if people are casting spells and killing units aggressively. I think we can do it then, but we really do need to get it on the road. Code is up.
Yep, I'm entering now.
We also might load in and discover that in fact teams 6-player just straight up doesn't work. Like if we see another weird thing with teams and 4 people being at war, then we'll probably just need to talk to Baddock.
Yeah. By the way, actually, we should. I don't know.
We got the right teams.
Yeah, it does. The teams don't matter.
Yeah.
Just as long as your faction is the right faction and you click ready, and whenever we get to the countdown that your faction doesn't magically roll over to the random, then you're fine.
I
mean,
believe these are the
teams are good.
same teams that we had before, so don't worry
I
about
think
it.
it is too. I don't think it matters.
All right, Ninja and Hubert.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm ready.
All right, let's see if we can get
Okay,
the
so
circuit
here's the
now.
countdown. Pay attention. Check your ruler. If it's wrong, say something. 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Okay. So 1 tier 4, 1 tier 3, 1 tier 2, and 2 tier 1s. Okay. I'm gonna try and remember.
And we don't have the other ruler. You're just making a 6 stack just to send to the middle. So that way we can have a
The
nice
6
big
stack.
fight.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Don't
it's your
forget
ruler
to
and then
delete
5
your
units.
building.
Yeah, don't forget to delete your building
Yes, let's do that
if you're
first.
playing as barbarian.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's have
I
me
will-
and
I will
Hubert do that
delete
right
them.
here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Enchantment.
All right, I just ended my turn, so I didn't forget. And I can open up the tome menu and do my tomes in a minute. Just when you guys all get a second, be cool to pass a turn so I can do the tome stuff quickly.
Yes, same. I'm just gonna also delete my Shrine God of the War God.
Okay, nope. There does appear to be, unfortunately, some sort of problem with 6 players, because Godsend is now at war with me. So there does seem to be some sort of issue with teams here.
Yeah, I don't
Godsend,
know. What do you want to
can
do?
you confirm this?
That's
We
what it
might
says
not be
on
able
my
to do
side.
a 3v3.
I was trying to see if I could make peace in the menu.
Yeah, no, that's not the way teams work. You can't
Wow.
make peace when you're in teams. So there does seem
That's
to be
weird.
some sort of bug with 6.
I'm still homies with my peeps.
Because this is now the second time
Meanwhile,
we've seen
me
Team
and
1 have
Necroman.
war with itself, right? That is definitely just a bug.
I mean, it makes sense. Does anybody manage their teams when we're doing the 1v1 skirmishes, or do they just?
We've done 2v2s without it being an issue, but Baddock has not, explicitly gone out of his way to support anything above 1v1, so I don't think we should be surprised when we encounter bugs above that. Well, I think we'll have to talk to Badak about it, but I do think that here, realistically, it does not look like we're going to get a 3v3 without issues.
I think Professor, since
We could
you've got
still start a fight to see, but I think it might make more sense for us to rehost as a smaller group.
yeah. I think if you're interested in skirmish, we could. Oh, I'm on push to talk. I was gonna say, yeah, if you're still interested in skirmish here, Professor Pone, I think we want to try and get you in it. It just might be a
You
little
just do
bit
a
tricky to
1v1.
do
That's
the.
a 1v1 to
Yeah,
fire in an hour is not a problem.
yeah, totally. It sounds reasonable. It'll be pretty fast that way.
Yeah.
So
Didn't you
are,
have
It'll
are,
be
you?
are
more
we
fun and more
abandoning this
chaotic
game?
with there does seem to be some sort of problem with 3v3 on the skirmish mod, which we'll have to talk to Baddock about. But if you just want to do a skirmish, then a 1v1 against like Hubert or somebody could be done in an hour.
Ninju hasn't got one today, right? Am I
Or
remembering
What's
that right?
going on?
Yeah, or Ninju.
We'll
I
just.
think we have to abandon 6v or 3v3. I think it's not working because
What
the warfare is still existing within Team 1.
Well,
warfare?
I mean, I'm the only one on time constraint, so that's fine if you guys wanna.
Oh, Shrine of the
Just
War
want to do
God
your
did come
1v1.
back. I see. Okay.
That's not the issue, Ninju. The issue is that we're at war with each other. That our team
We
broke.
are?
Yeah.
It says peace on
Team
my
1.
screen. That's
This time,
crazy.
huh?
Yeah, it
So
says
we
peace.
are
Oh
not. I'm
no.
not at war with
Okay.
you, Ninju. You're at war with Godsend. All right. So that's up to you, Professor. Like I think if you want to do a fight, you can definitely do it in an hour. I don't think that should be an impossible thing, but I think we need to abandon 3v3. I think
Yeah.
we need
And
to talk to Baddock, because
oh,
it clearly is not working.
we would usually wrap up the stream like in an hour anyway, so it's not like
Yeah,
changing our
we're
plans at
not
all.
really
And
missing out that much anyway.
I want to see Professor what you can how it goes for you, because I think that you've got a bit of
Yeah.
experience and so do most of the people here. It's a variable game where things can swing wildly based off the choices you make before these types of skirmishes too.
But I'd rather do like a 2v2 or something silly than
Okay.
rather than loading into like
Yeah,
a
we could do that too. Here,
fat stack.
what
or
I'll
something.
try to do is let's actually set this up as a 6-player again, but the observers just go to no team, and then the 2 people who are like actually on the 2v2s, those people be in teams. So let me set this up here. 6 AI only.
I hope that works, Walker.
Never, I hope it will. Like 5 definitely works. And we have historically not had issues with 2 people on a team. So here's the new code. So we have Godsend, you're still in?
Sure.
All right. I mean, like we could. Why don't we just do like Ninju and Pone versus Godsend and Hubert, and then Winsley and I comment.
Yeah, that sounds
Sure.
reasonable.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like I think we just do that. So actually, Winsley,
Yeah.
why don't you and I be team 1, and then Ninju and Pone be team 2, and then Godsend and Hubert be team 3.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay. Just roll same rules and make it simple.
Yeah, same rules in terms of composition. It's just 1 stack per player.
Give me a second.
That'll keep the game fast, hopefully.
I guess I guess I don't get to do oops all slithers today.
Not today.
It
You
was-
can do it tomorrow.
It's so
Winsley.
close.
I don't know. You could have done it. You could have brought your hero in 5 slithers. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, that was the plan. That was the plan, didn't you?
5 letters.
Well, 4. I was gonna bring a fairy, and I couldn't decide if I wanted True Shot on my Mighty Meat Slither hatchlings or Dispel.
I think we are ready to go.
Let's keep
Yep.
doing my color.
So it could also be a color bug that we're encountering, because I do think that is probably something that is causing people to go off of their main ruler and onto a random one.
What was weird for me that last game on closer inspection was it said I was at war with Godsend, but it didn't say that Godsend was at war with me. It said
Yeah,
Godsend was at war
there
with
was definitely some sort of
Nurdles.
issue. So Godsend, are you readied up?
Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm now getting a warning that primary color is already taken.
Dangerous.
Just say yes
All
to
right, here, wait
random.
a
It doesn't
second.
matter.
Let me different color. There we go.
It was
All right,
probably me.
whatever.
I got that one of these various attempts.
It doesn't matter what color you are unless you really care about it.
No, I'm wondering if that, well, because you were saying that that's what's causing
It
the bug,
might.
right?
We don't know. We that this is. I think it's incorrect to ascribe things without perfect knowledge, but there's like weird suggestive things that
That is a
indicate that it
shot in the
might be
dark.
color related. It might
Maybe
be
an
'cause
educated guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nemke's here. Hello, hello. Hi, Nemke. We've been
All
having
right.
chaos
So
today.
we are now at confirm your ruler. I'm gonna count down. If you see something weird happen, say something. 3,
Did I get a raid
2,
or something?
1.
Yes, I did. Didn't I? No, I didn't.
All right,
Did
so
I?
here,
Hello.
check to see that you are not at war with your partner. That's the only thing I care about. If you're at war with everybody else or not anybody else, that doesn't matter as much. But make sure you're not at war with your partner.
So there's a question about Professor. This is Professor Poem plays a Turin. Creation is half the work, they say. Yeah. That's why this is the part that I cut out at the beginning of most of our skirmishes.
I am friendly
with
with
Ninju.
Hubert.
So yeah, Professor Pone and Ninju should not be at war with each other, and Godsend and Hubert Dragon should not be, or Dredden should not be at war with each other. And then we should just be ready to build stacks and get this puppy going.
Well, I think some people have to destroy
Yeah.
Shrine of the War
Yeah.
God.
There's a lot of casting still that needs to be done here. Hopefully 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I
Nick,
think
you
that's
you
reasonable.
didn't miss out much here.
Alright,
It's a
get
lot
a
of
turn
waiting.
for killing Shrine of the War God.
How long have I
Yeah.
been here? An hour? You probably showed up right around when we started having this chaos, right?
Okay, I'm back in action and sorry.
Thank you for
Calm
the
Get in turn.
down.
kind words.
Yeah,
Fairies
just
Give me a
start
second, I'm
demolishing and
distracted.
then
Well, I think he has to kill his Shrine of the War God too.
yeah,
right?
he has to he's also playing Barb's Ninja.
Okay.
Yeah, character creation does take a while. Hey man, we do it for
Okay,
the content.
so
we make the sacrifices for the good content.
So all you need to do here, Hubert, is just demolish your
yeah,
Shrine of
I
the War
know
God and then
this.
pass your turn.
Need to do that.
By picking his tomes,
Passing that turn.
because it pulls up the menu and
There
you're
we
like,
go.
I need to
And
pick
I'm
my
just waiting.
tomes.
Yeah, and now you're building a normal stack of 6, with like the 4, 3, 2, 1,
So-
1.
In case some of you were wondering what my plan was, I was going to do Astral here. I was going to go into Tome of Amplification
Wait a
and see if I could
second,
actually
so
make this
where's the
boost
one?
to damage be enough that it's totally
What's
worth
up?
it.
I'm actually wondering.
Like, come on, you sundering resistance on multiple units? Yes.
Can I
Very
actually
good.
ask? So it's 1 tier 4, 1 tier 3, 1
Targets.
tier 2, and 2 tier 1s, right?
I wonder if Mighty Meek
Yeah,
would carry
yeah.
this. I really wanted to know
Okay.
actually if Mighty Meek would carry this. Probably not,
I
right?
think
in that
if you
case,
guys want to
did.
use the same tier 1 here, I don't think that matters because this is like such a small fight that if you guys really care about it, you can fight, but I don't think it'll make a difference.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, same.
Did you choose that ruler, Nurgle?
This one, I chose it, but I only chose it because it was the only color that wasn't locked out. I only have like also, I didn't name this one. This is 100%. This is 100% Triumph's fault. I was just
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna
sure.
test out Reavers and
Yeah,
Champions
sure.
and see what happens. And oh boy,
They're
that's what
avians,
happens.
right? You put
You should.
they should
You
be
should have.
avians.
I'm just going to say this. You should have picked Tom of Scrying because it's such a great Tom.
No, Thomas Crying is pretty mid.
It is
I
pretty
mean, for
good
me,
if you are
both.
building around it. If you're doing a
In
really
terms
ranged
of
heavy build, then
you don't need the accuracy on heroes, because like there's just so much accuracy that you can get from level ups and from equipment, and like most of the time you really should not be trying to specialize in ranged units, because especially if you're doing auto resolve or anything involving multiplayer, ranged units are just really easy to shut down and counter, but ranged heroes are very easy to get their accuracy to astronomical levels. And like scrying just doesn't really fix any of the real problems with ranged. It's one of those things where people like to take it because it's something that makes them feel like they've specialized well. But like 99% of the time when you have a ranged build that falls apart, it's because your front line falls apart, not because you didn't invest heavily enough in your ranged pieces. Like that's just one of those like
Unless
very common noob traps is
I'm
trying to
going to.
overbuild that.
I'm going to say it. Let's see.
Don't do it.
How
I
much
don't
time
know.
is?
Not
My
getting the
headphones are running out of juice.
being able to shoot over the heads of your front line without like grinding up against them is pretty powerful, tactically speaking.
I mean, yeah.
There we go. All right.
I've seen Ninja get some
So
good
we got a
value out of the
6.
scrying thing, and I think that I showed him it with the
I
Uthal
think
Slithers build actually, because I
the
got a
best way to
lot of
get it,
value out of that. You just stay a
yeah, the
little
best
bit
way to get
further
value out of
back
it
and
though is
shoot.
like there you had a bunch of skirmishers, right? It wasn't that you were trying to use it to increase the damage output on like one big ranged piece, but rather they increase the damage output on like 8 or 9 ranged pieces.
Yeah.
And then of course also like the marked is much better if you're trying to actually leverage the other side of it, which is the minus status resistance. And so like if you really want to leverage scrying, then you're trying to do like AoE debuff and stuns rather than trying to necessarily use it as a form of extra
Okay, I
ranged
have.
damage.
Okay, I have my 5 stack. Is everyone
You
has also
include your
their
ruler
5
too.
stacks?
That's fine. Yep, your ruler plus
Okay.
the units. And then you should be able to run towards the middle, and then hopefully we can have a fight either on turn 3 or turn 4, depending on how long it takes people to walk there.
I like your build, Hubert.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Never let the dream die.
What? My dream at very least is successful in comparison to other joke builds like your rocketed Cox build.
Oh yeah,
Demonetized it.
demonetized.
He said it.
He did it. He said the name of the
What?
thing. Oh my god. All right. So now we're just at pass turns until
Not
people
able
can
to
get to each
do.
other. So if you've moved your units, then end your turn.
That mall is just looks like the low tier god. Like you should.
Psst, Ninju. Hubert.
Hold
Ninju,
on.
Hubert.
I was equipping my leader. Thank you very much.
That's
You
fair.
can do
That's
that
fair.
once you get to each other.
But now it's just Hubert. Hello, Robert.
Hubert, are you still doing something?
No. Oh wait,
It's
I
your
need
turn.
to end. I'm gonna end it. Sorry.
It's really easy to miss that tiny little circle. It's unfortunate. It's how it is, but
Yeah,
it
you
just
just have
is
to
how it is.
paying attention. That's all.
So we're probably getting close to the point where you guys could do spells on each other here if you have
I think
any.
wait another turn.
Yeah,
I mean, you
just
are
for
in
movement's
reinforcement
sake.
range now,
Like
actually.
theoretically, yeah, but I
Wait,
don't
You
know.
could fight this turn.
I'm actually wondering, does the summoning spells actually count as a spells?
No, they get coins for
The summoning
the
spells
recruitment
count as
stuff.
coins, yeah,
Tier
and
the
they're not
Okay.
strategic.
We are in range if we are attacking them. If they attack us, we are not in range anymore. Oh, now we are. Okay.
No, yeah, you can attack. Either player can attack.
Well, I can cast
Okay.
a strategic spell, right?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
not a
so
new
both
thing.
One
players have
strategic.
strategic spells. The only you can't target the same stack twice.
Yeah, we've been doing some stuff differently.
Don't
with
worry, I'm
flash
not
freeze.
targeting the stack.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I like to see. Oh, baby.
That's what I was
Oh,
gonna
no.
do. Excellent.
Hell yeah.
For the economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's not for that one forest. Wait, did my I need to level up my hero. Shit.
Yeah, take a minute.
Do
We
it.
need
Go,
your
go, go.
hero leveled. I think that'll make a difference.
Wait, what'd you cast? I don't see anything on anybody.
So he cast rather than a strategic layer spell, somebody chose to cast a forest transformation spell. So now
Oh, okay,
there's
yeah.
going to be a battle in a forest, which means anyone with Forest Warden is going to have a lot more defensive scaling, but also anybody who's on herbivores is going to have a lot of food. I think it's just going to be, and of course there's like going to be a lot of terrain to cover, to make it so that ranged units have a harder time killing things.
Ninja, are
I,
you
I think
playing
it's always fun
Primal
to fight the
too?
forest if people are down for it. Um,
Hey, hold on, I gotta respect my hero. Sorry, everyone.
Alright. Alright. At least he's not the wolf primal fighting in the woods with
yeah,
the
that's really really absurd. Wolf Primal.
It's funny is I don't think we've seen that build in a minute though.
Wolf Primal. I mean, we haven't seen primals generally in a while because of the rebalance to summoning. Right, like now it's
Yeah.
just like a lot more difficult to leverage, especially because animists are now fixed, and you can't just make like 15 units. It's just a lot harder to get real value out of.
I just figured that I'd won enough off of summons that I'd do one without summons, and I still was able to win. So I don't know. It's just like certain parts of it
Yeah.
feel really strong, particularly in skirmish, and like less so in regular, but still quite good.
This spell is still really good for skirmish, yeah, no doubt.
I am good to go.
Okay, fight each other, cast your spells. And then once people cast their spells, get that fight. Do it. And just to remind people for this one, this 2v2, people are not to converse with their teammate about game plan. And when it's your turn, you have to leave this voice chat so that way you can just play as quickly as you want, which is hopefully fast.
Yeah, it helped me out, I
Uh,
think, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because like you
and I
get
think
very distracted by
honestly we can just
conversation.
have both players cast on the team. It's 2v2, right?
Yeah, I think that's
Mhm.
fair.
Okay.
I already
So
casted my spell, so I'm just waiting for
who
everyone else
does
to be
anyone
done.
not have a strategic spell remaining? Are you guys all cast out? If everyone's cast out, then whichever team is in charge, which looks like right now it is team blue, would be on the attack.
I don't know if you care much about items, but I feel like I'm looking at them and they're relatively consistent. There's one person who doesn't have any tier 2s on their ruler, and then there's somebody who has
Yeah.
a tier 2 and another like miscellaneous.
Hubert, are you getting
Yes.
items for your ruler?
Oh wait, I'm gonna get my items. Sorry.
Just
Yeah, I was just
one
thinking.
maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because your ally
I'm-
has two
I-
things, two miscellaneous.
Where is
Oh
the
yeah,
forge?
Godsend, you're
What
not
is?
supposed to have a wand and a ring, because you have the tier 2 miscellaneous pack.
And then
But
Ninju went for just
uh,
tier 1s, I think. Wait, am I reading it? No, there
Wait,
it is.
what
There
doesn't
it is. The
matter.
weapon. I missed it. Ninju has the weapon.
Fight
Good,
each
good.
other. Fight each other.
Wait, where is the
How did you get
forge?
this mount?
The item forge is near the menagerie, which is like southeast of Yesekvol. The
Wait.
pink.
Ninju, how'd you get this mount?
He's a
Okay.
champion. He took a tier 3 item pack and he took
Ah.
one item from it.
Ah,
This
that's
was
a
my
really
tier 3 item.
That's his tier 3 item.
nice.
I have
Sure.
only Eldritch Portal, Menagerie.
What an interesting choice.
Where is Wait,
It's directly north of the Shrine of
Oh,
Seasons,
wait,
directly
I
south of the
see.
tier 5.
I never would have
Set of
considered
tier
going for a tier
1s,
3
and
spider, but I
also
love
I
it. It's
get
very like,
tier 1 of
we are spiders. Deal with it. We have web, we have
Okay, in
jump.
this
Alright.
case, I'm just
It's a lot of
gonna
utility. That's a lot of
Yeah,
utility.
don't overthink it. Let's just get to the fight. Like, Poe needs to get out of here in an hour tops. So
Okay, give me a second.
let's get this fight on the road in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Have you guys cast all your strategic spells? Did nobody
Yeah.
have any extra? All right. Well,
That's what happens
then
when you
it
don't
looks
coordinate.
like
Yeah.
it is
I have a
the
heal just in
blue
case.
to attack. So blue, go
Nice.
ahead and start it off. Good luck, have fun, guys.
Okay, I have everything.
Yeah.
Where's my
All
popcorn?
right, dope.
You like
Then
just
with the
Other
auto
room. I don't
almost.
know. Not here.
Okay, I must be sequestered now.
Yeah. This is where we say get out.
This is great. Yeah, active player out. And then, boy, this is a really fun collection of tier 4s here. Actually, we have entirely different tier 4s on every single build.
I mean, yeah, we didn't communicate, so.
Yeah, I mean that's cool that we didn't communicate and arrived at that as an outcome.
How did he actually get the spider?
So he's playing with a champion. So if you play as champion in Skirmish mod or in real life, you'll notice immediately that they're poo-poo and not very good. And Ninju suggested once that, hey, why don't we just give a tier 3 item to the champion to see if it makes them any better? And it really does.
I meant the
So
tier
the
4.
normal rules are if you're playing with a champion, that you get to take
Bigger,
a tier 3 item
maybe?
pack, but only use one of those items.
Because I thought a bug was blocking us from making the spiders, so it was more thinking the tier 4.
So
The
Power
tier
Beast
4,
is
yeah.
from Vigor, so he took Tome of Vigor,
No,
and
no,
I think
he's talking
isn't
about the
that
tier 4. Yeah, this is the summon grader. Yeah.
is that not
He
something
must have
you
just
can
rolled it.
build in your city if you have the Tome of Vigor? I forget what
Not
axis.
normally.
'Cause
Normally, Tome of Vigor doesn't give you
Okay.
even an SPI that builds stuff, period. But Baddock, I think, fixed that.
Get out of here,
The
Professor Pone.
tier
That
2
is-
spiders don't normally exist in the
Oh, he just deafened himself. Okay,
Yeah,
that
it
makes
works.
sense.
Yeah, that
That
works too.
sounds good.
That works too.
Wait, how did you get the tier 4 spider? Is it from your building? Did you have access in your city, or did you actually summon that randomly? Ninja.
Huh? What's up?
The spider,
your,
your tier
spider.
4?
Oh, the spider. I built that out of the city.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's I thought I heard that Badok had reworked some of it so you have more stuff. Or maybe I don't know, maybe it's in base game now.
I haven't been
No,
able to
Vigor
build
still doesn't
spiders.
give you an SPI, although I the more that I think about it, the more I think that Cody's fix for it is just like the right thing. Just make it a little more reliable. It's the easiest in terms of effort.
Gosh, what do I predict here? I can't even say it because we got the other players here. Wait, I can't. I just need enough push to talk. Ah, there we go. I expect this is a melee tool. This is a melee tool. This is a melee, but with ranged abilities, and this is range. So I think blue should be playing relatively defensive so that the range piece here can barrage effectively. It's a hard unit to get to hit its target every time, but if you cluster your enemy, or if you get your enemy to cluster enough, then you can get the damage. Yeah, you got stuff going here. Just see if you can catch. So could you test something for me at the end? I might be able to. What were you thinking there, Nemki? Oh, look, I caught it. It was only like 3 minutes ago you asked your question. Haha. Ah. You want me to see if I can watch the replay? I think I understand what you're asking now. I feel like if you're in
Is
the
everyone
fight,
just being quiet?
I was talking to Nemki
I'm just
in chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
just
Okay.
we're just on push to talk. That's all.
All right.
It is different because usually I just chat away. But like we were talking about the watch replay of a battle, and I don't think that you'll have that button after this
Yeah,
because we're
I
in the
think
fight proper.
Nemki might have been asking about like what if we autoed it and then watched the fight, but like we, it's 3 o'clock already.
Oh yeah.
If we'd gotten this thing on the road like 45 minutes ago, then I think we could do the auto resolve and then watch it out and then play it again. But I don't
Ah,
want us to waste our time.
fair.
Not today. We'll do that tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah.
Walker, I'm really worried that the update rolled back our turn. I really, really hope everybody ended their turn. I'm afraid to go
Yeah.
look at the results because like
I mean,
I got a unit that I really don't want to have to try and roll again. And if I don't get it,
yeah.
I'm gonna want to revert because it'll make me super sad if I don't get it. But at the same
Yeah,
time,
but
I hate
let's
doing
say we've
that.
already like skipped a rollback because like I tried to demolish 200 points, like 200 crafting points worth of items between turns, and it just like ate them and gave me nothing. But like I don't, it's not worth it for us to revert for 6 people. Like just play the game
Yeah.
out. Like if it's not a perfect representation, I don't really care. Like the bugs occur in the
All
game.
right. Let's just say I hope my tier 4 unit is mine. My free tier
I
4
hope,
unit.
yeah. I hope that we have. I hope that we don't have a lot of things get destroyed by bugs, but if we do, we do. That's what happens when we play when the patch is new.
Yeah. No,
I'm
if
honestly like kind of not. We're gonna end up with like a massive balance patch that's gonna make us do everything differently in like a week or two anyway.
I
Hopefully, um, we'll see, but hopefully.
I think
A
when I'm
balance
done,
patch
I'm gonna need to look at it just so I don't have like
for
an
the
emotional
vanilla or for
reaction
the
tomorrow.
skirmish.
I'm hoping we get like a balance pass for vanilla at some point, because we definitely do need it. It's complicated because it's in Europe and they have like summer vacations that are like legally mandated, and that makes it impossible for, like it's more of an issue for Paradox than I think it's an issue for Triumph, but it is a real issue for Paradox.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Definitely different over there.
Who's going at the moment?
That would be Ninju, I believe.
Oh shit. Sorry.
It's a good question. And then Professor's just muted. He's too cool. This is a pretty powerful free action. I think I avoid this guy because, you know, Chaos Pulse, right? Wait. Wait. Chaos Pulse. Sorry. Am I missing something? Can't you get that like level 4?
Ninju is called to the field. I assume Ninju knows that, but he does seem to be deafened.
Yeah, I think he heard us and then went over there. Wait, I'm noticing there's
Yeah.
no Chaos Pulse here.
Yeah, there's no Chaos Pulse. Hubert's gone off the spice direction. Possession in a fight like this actually genuinely might be insane. Like if this fight's over on turn 6, then it doesn't matter if possession kills your units in 2 turns.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair.
I do think that broadly speaking, I still think that the chaos like Madcaster is the only usable part of the Eldritch Sovereigns, but we will see. We will see. Those fleshlings can do a lot of damage if they get on something and have backup.
I don't know about you, man, but this heat wave is I need it to be over. It's dying over
Yeah.
here. I'm just feeling it
It's
now. It's midday and I'm like drained.
I'll look at my phone at like 1:30 in the morning and it'll say like heat advisory, don't go outside. Like what are you doing?
Why?
Ooh, baby, visions of victory. That is a lot of potential damage here cuz that's a barb, right? Yeah, that's barbs. Ooh.
Nice, 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 nice. See that on a bunch of slithers? Could be fun. So Ninja's ally, is this Professor Pone here?
Yes.
Alright, I wonder if he knows, because he's on Deafened here. Ah, there he goes, he's moving. Good, good. Zombie, your ally asked you to end your turn and you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't do this to me. Yeah, I'm gonna need to look at that just to know. Who's the host? Who's the host? I need to maybe beg for reverts until I get the result that I got last time. Because I need it. I need that unit. I might be able to do it before people are online if I have the host. But honestly, it may not be something I can just revert for. Because if enough things change, then I think the game just like gets a different list of numbers for its dice rolls. Yeah, we got more bits here. Right, so if I was in this position, do I take in a single attack? Yeah, I think I do actually. Yes. 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 Pushed. Love it. Knock the units around. Take away their ability to do as much. Okay, this is cool. The Stark Knight I hadn't even noticed has the Pestilent Escape on it. You got some builds you've been playing around with more bits? You know what I just realized? Full stream, because I was recording yesterday. I forgot to turn the audio back on. Oh, isn't that exciting? We got audio now. So this unit is about to get bombed or something. That's what this does, right? Yeah, you can't stand there. But why would you actually? A lot of shield pieces on this part of the field. Ooh. Ooh, I like that one. A lot of potential damage here now. Well, yeah. Who cares about the Banshee? Only there for a few more turns anyways. Does the evil Reaper hero have corpse eating ability? Let's see. Reaver. I think Ninja was the Reaver hero, right? No, Barbarian. They don't seem to have it on this side. I like the name. People are thinking about their names a bit here. Unless I'm missing something. I don't think so. Oh wait, Reavers. Yeah, this is this Reaver, isn't it? No, Anvil Guard. Or Shaman. Warrior. Warrior is a barbarian unit. I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. This is, yeah, it's shaping up. You guys are getting to it now.
Yeah, this is, now it's just, what does this ruler do?
Oh, I see. That's Morbid's build. I need to just read further up. An evil Reaver hero. This kind of sounds right. This is the danger zone. These guys are sitting in the danger zone. I always forget how long this spell. I think if I click it, it goes away. Let me look it up elsewhere. Destabilize. 1 turn, then it does 24 physical, 24 lightning. These guys are lightning weak. These guys are so dead.
So
Right?
part of me wanted to ask partway through that, is Fey Embrace also banned?
No, it's just the strategic layer spell that's banned. The tactical spell is still like a spell slot, so I think is largely fair.
Yeah, I know some
What
other
spell?
people have rules on the.
I think like Dread Reapers or Cody's server doesn't have any rules on it at all. But just like the strategic layer spell for mists, I think is broadly not healthy in the sense that, in the same sense that like
Oh, yeah.
Insanity isn't, where like it's beatable, but it requires you to bring specific tools and be like very meta condensing, and more importantly, like against the things that are good against it, it really just doesn't play as well. Now, partially there's we've also banned Tome of Corruption, which makes me more inclined to want to ban the Lingering Mist strategic spell. Without that, with Tome of Corruption, I don't think it would be an issue, but with Tome of Corruption, we would have much bigger problems.
That's a lot of stuns we're seeing here. I think Ninju's in a bit of danger.
This is a really scary fight so far, yeah. I mean, if Ninju has an AoE debuff clear or heal or something like that, then this could turn around very quickly. Like if he's on Tome of Dragons and just heals all of this in one action, then this could be a great trap. Actually, oh my god.
Well, a good portion of his army has decaying.
Yeah, but you could still remove all of the debuffs with like one AoE debuff clear, which is the biggest issue for him there on that front. Is that not just is the damage not looking great for him, but there's a stun on his ruler, and there's all those decaying that he needs to clear out of the way.
Yeah. In general, though, I think, like playing with you guys, I think I play a little too aggressively. I could be wrong, but
You know,
It's, if you are playing aggressively and getting good engagements, then that's actually probably right. That's what you want to do if you can.
I feel like it's really interesting game. In that, like, certain builds will beat other builds, but they don't always work against other situations. It's kind of like rock paper scissors. So like in some situations, being aggressive is actually really good, and you want to be the one being aggressive, but that's not going to work, I'd say, most of the time.
I think if you have like 48 movement speed units and your opponent has ranged pieces, then like not being aggressive is actively bad to your win percentage.
I mean, at the end of the day, in games like this, you want a good alpha strike. If you can do more damage than they can do on the next turn because you killed half of their stuff, that's fine. That's good. I do more bits. I do have a guide. I like that skill quite a bit. You're doing a Snow White build, Nemki? What? I need to go back a minute. What were we talking about? I like it. Yes, Nemki, do it.
That's where we find out how scary it is for us with
The thing that's annoying about this turn order for your side is if you have a dispel, you can't use it on him before he's got
Yeah.
all this stuff triggered.
Yep.
Yeah, Nemki, bring it to a multiplayer. I think that'd be amazing. I don't know how you like make it so your rulers get the seduce ability, or they are more likely to get heroes like that, but I guess if you just cycle heroes, you're gonna get it. Maybe Ascended Ruler would give you access to something like that. I don't know what's gonna happen on Ninju's turn here, but I actually think this tank, I think it's Professor Pone's army, it's got some opportunities to do some interesting stuff.
Yeah, I want to see this Hunter Spider Matriarch use this web. That's what I want to see. I want to see where it is best positioned for it. But wherever that is, I want to see it use it.
I mean, I think I know whereabouts makes a lot of sense, but I don't know if I love that. Go all the way around here and then jump there to try and mobilize 2 melee pieces that have decent. Well, one has good stash resistance, and you'd be standing right next to another one that does a bunch of damage.
You cars.
Nah, you don't go back there. There's no way you send your hero in there. Good. Yes, denying actions is good. Ah, yes, now that unit blocks for you. I mean, I might Cloud in the Bottle some dudes back. Just to give you some openings to do better stuff, right? Doesn't seem like push back that many. 22? No. No. Oh man, Ninja did not want to be the person going first here. He's got all these things that would, I think, help out if his friend was able to open up damage for him and do stuff first. I don't think I've seen your current campaign, Nemki. I did lurk a little bit this week. I remember seeing something about your brutal campaign, but I wasn't talking. I was just kind of like doing dishes and stuff. Hence, we're not free. Yes. Now they're in a horrible position. Wait, was it a restore? After you knock these guys back, you restore this guy? But he doesn't have anything, does he? I see, I see. I understand that target, but I guess this, yeah, actually this isn't real, that's why. It's a fake target for another turn. I might even go here and just attack on this side so that you can keep your guys together. The problem is that this guy's gonna get flanked by this attack, probably, and then this guy also. Can't immobilize those guys without jumping forward first. For Ninju, this is a tough position to be in. Try and have their friend remove that unit, it looks like. I would probably take him back here, actually. No, you protecting the matriarch has some value too. It can be tough being the one to take the army, the pressure off of
Howdy.
your allies. But then you don't have to perform as well. It's on them to perform
Hello.
well. I've been waiting for that disruption thingy, the bomb, to drop.
Man, I
Yeah,
sure
like
hope
the
he,
fact that it's
he
a
read what I was
two-turn
doing.
stun. Overcharge. Just so brutal.
Wait, this thing got overcharged? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he overcharged it last turn, and he immediately got stunned by it.
That's fine though, because he had
But now he's
the
Yeah, now he's got a triple attack.
Oh, you're right. So that's not a problem, right? Okay, I thought it lasted
Yeah.
2 turns. Got it.
It did last 2 turns, but he cleared it with his mysterious potion on his chaplain. He still has access to the healing prayer.
I set up
so
a
the
really big
question-
shot for him, so I hope he takes it.
Yeah, he needs to.
And that dragon breath there. That's yeah.
The fact that there's a lightning dragon against double phantasm warriors is terrifying. Oh my god.
Do you like that cloud in a bottle play? I
Yeah.
was a little unhappy that it didn't quite bunch him up a whole lot more, but I thought it was clever.
No, I like it.
Yeah, I love Cloud in a Bottle. Anytime anyone brings that item, they always get like plus 15 respect in my book. It's just so cool. It's
To be
definitely
frank, that
overpowered.
to be frank, that battle screwed me over the last game that I had with Godsend, but whatever.
Yeah. Did you use it and it pushed you into a weird position that you weren't ready
No,
for?
he used me. He used it in order to freeze it into
Incendiary shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was waiting
Man,
for
this-
that to stun him when he loaded ammo, because that could happen.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Crit! Wow. All right.
Oh my god. Look at all the entire battlefield's on fire now.
Nice. Yeah, Morbids has been playing on easy and relaxed. Brutal's what you've been doing recently.
Here it comes.
Elementals only. I remember seeing that now.
Oh, that was a little less impressive.
Yeah.
that
I
was-
was expecting
That
more
was
than
less
that.
impressive, but keep in mind these are still 9 resistance. This Phantasm Warrior has 17 physical defense and 9 magical resistance baseline, and then it also has only -2 shock because of the magical wards. So those Phantasm Warriors are going to be almost impossible to kill anyway.
I tried to make as beefy zombies as I could.
That is
Yeah.
why I am. That is why I am against the racial for the Phantasm Warriors.
No, I think they just need to make a lot of the other tier 1 units better. Like, I think
I think
Phantasm
Phantasm
Warriors
Warriors are really cool.
I think they're really cool. I
I'm
think
not
they're very
saying
strong,
tier
but I don't
ones.
think they're
I'm
broken.
going to say this. I'm going to say this: tier 1s, tier 2s, and tier 3s, and tier 4s.
Yeah, there's like I think a lot of units that are like 90% of where they need to be, but have like some sort of issue, but I think that Phantasm Warriors are just like generically very good, fun, well designed, easy to use tier 1 units, and I want more of them to be like that. Like I'm really happy with Warriors, other than their being on Ritual of Alacrity. That one's kind of a problem. But I really like Anvil Guards. I think those are fun ones too.
This is, I'm going to say this, lifesteal on Hermit Crops is kind of dunk. Like, these tier 1s are actually very scary if you get a hands on them.
Yeah, for sure. Like, the Whiteborn valuation is really different in Skirmish mod, because it's, like, not as easy to just stand... Yeah, you can still stand on things, but it's not as easy to just, like, have fire and spirit everywhere.
Ooh.
Man, that's not something you see every day. Somebody else just happens to have the
Yeah.
tools to buff up their
I
ally.
brought the Wild Speaker. Yep.
Now I'm just thinking about my tier 4 unit.
Yeah.
Please be a thing that I don't have to hope I get again. I was thinking though, Walker, if the host is online, I may try, and if it isn't somehow, oh, if it's not
If you
there,
get a tier 4, just like roll with it. Like, reverting is not worth it, considering that we're literally down half of an entire tier 4 weapon.
yeah. I wanted to use that particular one. It's a cool one.
Well, yeah, it's okay. We'll see it again.
We're joining. Shit, shit, shit. Okay. 7, 8.
I mean, to be honest, it's probably not even that amazing to have it because it's gonna kill my economy. I have to use it or it's
Yeah,
nothing.
that's the thing, is that if you get, especially a tier 5, like tier 4s are a little easier to eat, but if you get a tier 5 unit early on, that's all of your growth. All of your growth is now that unit maintenance. It's ridiculous.
Wait, what is the code? Like, it doesn't allow me to the game.
You left the game? I thought you were in it still.
Yeah, wait.
The internet kicked me out. The internet kicked me out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Then just
Hubert
try again.
is displayed as red here, so you just join back in.
Give me a second. I think I need to restart the game. Give me a second.
Okay. This is a really interesting fight so far. Really interesting.
Okay, I think it should. Wait, why is it invalid code? I cannot join back.
You don't need to use a code. You should not use a code.
It's
When
in
you're
your
rejoining,
lobby. Yeah.
it should be in your lobby, and if you don't see it, then you need to make sure that you switch over to full, but you don't use codes to rejoin games.
The problem is that I don't know which lobby is it.
Well, it's gonna have our
Yeah.
names in there.
I
Just
think
look
it's-
through the names.
It's gonna have our names, so that Hubert probably also has like 4 lobbies like that because you joined the right one.
Cuckoo.
Yeah, because a
Oh,
lot of
you're
we
right.
we opened like 3 or 4 with the exact same group of 6.
Okay, I am back. I am back.
Yes,
back in
good,
action.
good.
Okay.
I think we got what, like 30 minutes to wrap this up.
Seems
Yeah.
reasonable.
Something like that.
Pick up if need to. Ah, yes, the 3 players in one camp combat, no teams. It would be really cool. It'd probably be super unstable, but I agree that would be really cool. Yeah, more bits. I agree. Switching to hard is playing on the hard settings is the most fun settings you can play on.
No, I'm getting another out of sync. Ugh.
Yep. Same.
Age of Wonders. Please, guys.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's cool. Everything's awesome.
Look, I live in a Europe, but the sync shouldn't be that bad.
It just
Okay.
happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does. It does. Every time they update out of sync issues for a patch, we should pop a bottle of champagne. But every time they add new content, we should also probably assume that there's going to be some more instability.
So I see 2 units with actions, 3 units with actions. Is this Hubert that's still coming back in, or no?
Yeah.
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 Got it.
I think he's just trying to figure out how to use his big wolves here. Because part of what the issue I'm sure he's encountering is that Ninju's ruler is invulnerable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Best target is invincible to damage.
It's usually how it goes.
It's usually, yep, indeed. Usually the way that goes.
What I do like is Hubert is using a lot of wolves, and it's like you can tell this is what he plays all the time.
Yeah, he loves those wolves.
So did you guys see anything on your Discord today about a quest, or am I the only one?
A
What
quest.
kind of quest?
Yeah, I don't know what this is, but Discord. Push talk, man.
Wait a second.
It's got like this weird thing over my Age of Wonders 4 thing that says quest available. I'm like, what are you? Go away! I don't trust you.
Oh yeah, I do see that. Console gaming quest. Play any game on a connected console for 10 minutes. I don't own a connected console Discord, so don't bother me about this.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
out of here.
Agree.
The closest thing I have to a console is a Switch, which that technically is a console, I guess. But you know, I'm not here to pretend like it's a PS5.
Fortunate dice roll, not assassinate.
I am not relying on actually summon animals to summon wolves mostly because this spell is such a trash in its current iteration.
Yeah, fair.
Like, why so many tier 3s? Why we cannot just summon a random tier 4 based on a thing?
It would be nice. I agree. It's definitely
Or-
something that I think they think is
And
more
heck,
balanced
I
for
even-
that reason.
I even suggested a building. Give me a second. I'm going to send you the suggestion. I believe it's.
Is this on Discord?
There it is. I'm going to copy and send it in a multiplayer
Thank
if you want
you.
to see.
That probably would be better. Yes, I can. I should. Been on Twitch so long, things have changed. Nimki. I remember when you couldn't click the links to walk both ways of the snow to get to your links. Something like that, right? I'm really confused. Where's this guy going? What are you jumping? I don't think you're jumping. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Unless you want to help kill this guy. And then I don't even think you jump to do that. Hey.
Like, who is not on warding in this fight? This is nuts. Everyone gets a mark of
I'm
invulnerability.
hating this.
Disgusting.
I'm hating this. This is the tier 1 Tom. What is this shit?
It's a good tier 1 tome. Believe it or not, believe it or not, warding is just a powerful tier 1 tome.
Somebody show this video to Triumph right now.
Yeah.
This thing should be in a fertility tome of all things, not in...
Yeah, right? That'd be an interesting change for fertility. I'd take it.
Leo, you are doing the 3v3?
So we
2v2.
actually had to do a 2v2 because we were having some sort of team problem in the 3v3 where people were like the teams weren't working. One of the players in team 1 was declaring war on the other two.
Probably just had to do with map spawning and stuff like that.
I mean, you know, this is very explicitly designed for 1v1. The fact that we managed to get it to accidentally work on 2v2 is great.
That's true.
It was about time it got break.
Yeah. Alright, so what are we gonna see? Ooh. Nice.
Big dragon. Oh, somebody threw sand in the eyes of the ironclad. Sad.
Yeah, it's the ironclad is blind. Not the operators, the ironclad itself. It cannot see.
It's very
I
sad.
don't think they have any vision when they 50% shot.
I mean, there's probably somebody staring out at the battle through those slots on the deck, right? Probably.
Oh, that's such a risky shot.
Ugh.
It's just waiting for that to hit the other unit.
Did
Like,
he
this guy's for
did he
sure
miss the
doing
shot
that.
and get stunned
Yes.
for 2 turns? Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, he
Danger.
still has his healing prayer for next turn, but wow.
That's true.
This guy's standing in poison. That's bad for you. I don't think Ninja can win this now, can he? These wolves are just too healthy. I mean, maybe with enough invulnerabilities, you can keep things locked in place, right? Questionable. That unit's effectively not doing much, so I don't know if I do that. And again, if you can kill it, that's good. It's really good value. I don't know where I go with this guy because he's just gonna like light himself on fire. You know what? This gives me more time to think about how I'd actually turn this into a proper build. This is gonna have how many points across the board? Have 1 nature, 1 chaos, Materium, 2 astral. Or 4 Materium. I remember looking at all the astral and Materium tones and thinking, I don't love these. I don't love these for a bunch of oops all skirmishers, but I also want to really just get a lot of range on them with winds plus scrying.
I had considered going and sending my ruler to fight Ninju's ruler and help Hubert, but I think he's pretty well got it. I think it was better
Yeah,
to.
I think this was a really good fight, but I do think that like Ninju's front line just got beaten up for so long that I think you guys are gonna win this. Yep, there goes Ninju's ruler.
Yeah, depending on his ironclad to do 100% of the damage may not have been the play.
Yeah. Also, like, you guys just got really screwed because Professor rolled 2 30% rolls in a row, right? Like, you didn't just get, like, the stuns, you got the 2 stuns back to back, and they were both at 30%, and there weren't even, like, interstitial attacks in between because that was a direct fire, which is just shoot 1.
He got the
And
fire shut off.
overcharge.
He got the fire he got to fire 3 times on his incendiary, but he got the stun on the 3rd incendiary, and then the second fire here where he used direct fire after clearing the stun, he immediately got stunned again.
I don't understand the overcharge mechanic. Like, I just never wanted to put it on any of my units. It was cool in Planetfall, but Planetfall stunned your enemies, not you.
Yeah, I think the overcharged mechanic is one of those things that probably they just need to rework.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's fine if you're playing with like I think it's actually okay in the normal format that we have, because there you're probably going to have enough support units that you can probably consistently have access to a mysterious potion if you want it, or distribute tonic if you want it. But like in a small stack, if one of your 6 units is constantly stunning itself, it's not so good. That's not so good.
I can't think of another situation in the game where you have the ability to stun yourself like that.
Yeah, the payout needs to be really, really high, and instead it's just fine. It is technically more damage than the possession, which kills you in 2 turns. So
Yeah, that's true. I can't find a way to make my oops also there's build work the way I wanted to. It's a tragedy.
for skirmish or for like generic game.
For skirmish, I'm like, I have one I've done before, but I want to try a different version of the build where like I trade out a tome or two, and it's just like I don't have a tier 3 I love here. I just don't.
Yeah. I mean, Vigor is still not bad, right? The Empowered Beasts is a lot of durability for Slithers.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Vigor is very great for Slithers because of the enchantment, the Empowered Beast, but also the problem that I have with Vigor is that it's another random summon without any type of building, like.
Yeah, but Winslet is just
don't-
talking about like creating like effectively an Oops All Slithers build, in which case it doesn't really matter if the tier 4 summon is random or not.
Oops, all Slithers. So I guess you are going to take the evolutions, Beasts, Vigor, that type of style.
Yeah, I think I have to take some nature in my tier 1 tome because I have just good stuff in the tier 2 tome that I want more. Like, I know I need Mighty Meek if I'm gonna do Oops Also. There's no way to make it work without Mighty Meek.
Give me a second. I'm going to prepare you something. Give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
It's just ignore the type of cards. It's not gonna matter at all. But I mean, it depends on. Since your barbarians.
Enchantment. What's a better tome? Wind or enchantment? Probably wind because it's a tier 2 tome, right? Can make my range have extra range.
Potentially.
And an abducting cyclone is actually all you really get from it. So actually,
yes.
Oh baby,
victory is yours.
Yeah, that's definitely moral victory +1.
Nice.
Oh, thanks, pal.
I turned around. You killed the dragon with the dragon.
Dragon with the direct fire on the ironclad just shot it, blasted it with a tank.
So even though it was stunned, it used its thing to get unstunned.
I'm assuming he cleared it with.
He used anti-magic tincture, which meant that his chaplain could use the heal on my spider. It's very nice of him.
Anti-magic, so good.
Enchantment gave me extra range. Am I crazy? Positive.
Okay,
Nice. Alright, that means
question
one
to the
wins
Vince
for
Riot.
sure.
Do you want the build to include such things as Materium tomes, or do you don't want to?
So I've already made a build that I think would work, but why don't you just kind of go for something you like, and then I'll let you know what I was thinking, because I don't know if I want to say too much. I'll probably use this eventually, probably next week.
Give me a sec. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Yeah, the tomes of the yeah, they don't gonna be good for me. There is something in them. No.
It is tough because I definitely want the Tome of Vigor, but I don't want to do the same thing.
You should all just like bribe Baddock to fix the filter build. I don't know how to like bribe him to fix a problem that he might not know how to fix, but if we send him enough money, it's like probably it'll work. I got about
Yeah.
$3.50, so
I can chip
that's our
in.
starting bid.
I can chip in a few pennies.
Ooh, we got a question.
You got a couple pennies?
Oh no.
Yeah, I got a couple
Somebody
pennies.
bought. Ah.
Actually,
Probably ban this
Maybe
person.
let me pull out my wallet here.
How do I do this? How do I ban you?
Oh, I've got a whole dollar
And
for
that's
it.
like the best part of the Eldritch Sovereign. Finally, the mind control that you start with at level 1. Oh my god.
Wallow Whisper. No. We go with ban you. Yeah. That's what we wanted. You guys play for money as well? No. I think that's actually probably against certain guidelines, to be honest. But I've never been into playing for money. I'd much rather brag. Alright, this is the smaller version of the window. This is what I like to read. 1v1 exist? Don't believe so, actually. Yeah, right. A bot starting off with sorry is kind of like, you know, can't be authentic. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 units. They could probably still kill off something else if they're lucky. That dragon's fool. Alright, Ninja's gonna win from here, right? Let's go, Ninja.
I do believe that this one is all but over.
Yeah.
He went into Shield Bash twice on Professor Pone's Ruler, but Pone's Ruler is a dragon on order at level 4, so it has like infinity status resistance. So he just like missed both of them.
Don't mind control my dragon.
Yeah, no, like I think so. Order 12 is like traditionally a lot more important because control loss immunity is really strong, but we don't have access to that here. And so I think Order 4 is actually really good for Dragon Rulers.
Yeah, I could make this build work. I'm sure. I'm sure there's a way to make this do good stuff. Warlocks are... What are the Warlocks? Warlocks are racial battle mage, aren't they? I think so. The dragons. This is gonna be a dragon build at one point, wasn't it? You get some spiders in the tier 2s. What are warlocks again? Yeah, you're a battle mage. You come from the dark culture? Well, why would I have that in my list of things then? I'm not playing. Mage locks is probably what I meant. Oh wait, this build's really good with mage locks. Yes! All of a sudden they changed it so I can do this build more effectively, more efficiently. Ooh. Everything that benefits my slaves also benefits my mage locks. One spring berry? I think
Had to prove that
That
even
was-
gods
yeah.
can bleed.
This was a really close fight, honestly. Like, I think
The
it really just
tier
came down to
3s.
engagement, because like it looks kind of lopsided in terms of results, but I think it was purely just that big Bone Dragon breath weapon and early game AoE exploitation on the Hubert Dradden Godsend side.
I was hoping right out the gate that he was gonna back up after the summon went down
Yeah,
and just force them to walk into us instead of us walking into them.
yeah. But you get like what Skirmish is about now. Like once everyone knows how to actually set up the game,
The
then it is
interesting-
pretty quick.
The interesting about these little fellas is that they are bombs. Whenever I summon them, they're like combat
Yeah.
summons.
Yeah.
It's definitely different than like a normal game for sure. I find it really interesting to just get to think about combat and only combat and say I don't need anything for my economy. Let's just get some tomes that do combat.
Yeah. You get to see really different things, which I think is fun. It's also like a lot lower in terms of time investment. People can, you can bring more experimental weird things if you're only going to waste 2 of your own hours rather than 17 or whatever.
Yep.
Yep. But my build actually worked in a campaign. It's just that I use my cheat codes in order to speed it up.
Yeah.
I've been thinking like now that we were at the end of the season pass, right? And they could be thinking about expansions. They could be thinking about what comes after Age of Wonders 4 and oh goodness, where's my brain going with that? I lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
It's
thinking it'd be
weird.
great to make the games shorter because they're just too long. Like generally,
Yeah,
it's
they are
really
too long.
hard to get through a game. And while I love Stellaris and I love playing long games, big maps, I think that this game would benefit a lot from just like simplifying to a degree, but also just doing whatever it takes to make the matches play faster.
Yeah.
I'll say goodbye to your iron class.
Well, it's time for me to go, and I do believe I have lost. So
I think that was
I will
fair.
bow out.
Thanks
Yeah,
for playing
it was
with us,
great.
Professor. I hope you had a great time. I hope that you keep doing skirmishes in the future with some under any circumstances. Like Nemki has just been doing it with his chat, and I think he's been having a really good time with that.
I apparently can't surrender from here.
You can
Oh,
hit
big,
auto
it's not my
red
turn.
thing,
Yeah,
maybe.
if you just you can also just like
Oh, yeah.
leave. Maybe actually you should be able to surrender by clicking on the little cogwheel and then click surrender. But
I
if
might
not,
have to
then
wait
just
till it's my turn.
just leave and then
Just
on
Alt
the
F4,
multiplayer board in
who cares?
question, just click settings and abandon session.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It also
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like you can have 15 different sessions queued up that you're not sure where they are. It just makes
Yeah.
your life more difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we
GG's.
won. Yeah, jeez.
I'll
Mm.
bite your legs off. The Black Knight is invincible.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, me with my army of wargs. Are you sure about
I will
Yeah.
defeat your
All right.
warg army.
Well,
Yeah,
fun game today, guys. I'm gonna get going though.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
see you
GG's
guys.
to everybody.
Hey, see ya.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah,
Bye.
I'm usually down to play more, but it's just your guys' timing is just like never good timing for me.
We can potentially work around that, like depending on how people feel. I don't know. Like I'm pretty available. Like
Yeah.
if Friday night works better for people, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
If Saturday evening works cool with people, that's fine too.
I know you got to get going, but I'm similar. I could move it a little bit around. I got some availability to play around with.
All right, sounds good. Have a good one, guys. Have a good
Yes,
week.
man.
See it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I should end my stream here. I think we know who won. Good job. Good job, team.